Islamic Revolutionary
I understand he helped the weaponry. He helped the logistic of the weapons from Iran to Hezbollah through Syria. Apart from that, he didn't do anything.
Deal with the Israeli government.
He didn't do anything. He could have opened up a new front in Golan Heights. He could have started sending some rocket to the Zionist regime. He didn't do it. That's a fact.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
Right there, but here's the
He didn't do anything in the past 40 years.
He has no power. Nothing. He can't do that.
I'm sorry, he was not. He was not active. He was passive and
He was just destroyed. He has nothing to do.
Arabs, wasn't
Yeah, he was passive. He was passive. You know, well, that's the hope that's coming up. Giuliani, if I don't agree with him, if he opens up a new front against the Zionist regime, we got to put aside the differences and support him.
So you're going to sign him?
We don't mind. Listen, let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you, Shahor.
Wait. Break it down.
Sorry, wait.
Just let him break it down.
He's like, no, Al-Jilani's not going to attack us. Like, that gives you a clue about the Israelis.
He said
like, they know these are their dogs.
He doesn't know.
Al-Qaeda
Let me just
and
break
ISIS
it
have
down.
never attacked Israel.
So let me break it down for you. Be it Assad government, be it Joe, whoever fights with this Zionist regime, we support him. You are an atheist, we support him. We support him. As long as you support Palestine and you're against this Zionist regime, we support you. Sunni support you. Shia support you.
I think we should just take the math just for you.
For example, as a Kurd from Iran, the Iranian regime killed like I don't know, maybe 200, 300 people a year, just executing them. Why should I, for example, in my perspective, why the Israel government is the most evil? So I'm not thinking that way, sorry. What you're saying is the guy, which is bad guy, he's a terrorist, he's a proper terrorist, he's an ISIS fighter. He used to be an ISIS fighter, and he's not denying it. He said, I'm changed, but he just trimmed his beard, to be honest. I don't think so he's changed. I don't think so he can be changed. That's you're supporting this guy. So you're supporting this guy, to be honest, sorry.
Which guy are you talking about? I'm a little confused. Which guy are you talking about, Sean?
I'm talking about this guy from Syria, Giuliani.
Giuliani's got to listen. Of course, I don't support his ideology, but as long as he's with the Palestinians and oppose the Zionist regime, we don't care what God he believes in, or whether he believes in God or not.
As long as you kill Jews, who are we going to care
The
about?
Zionist regime, if he
The Jews.
No, but we're talking about the Golan
As long as you're killing Jews,
as a Syrian, if he goes after Golan Heights and tries to get the Syrian sovereignty back, by all means, internationally, we support anyone. We even support Israel.
That's the logic of Israel, but Israel will fight with the devil if it helps them, keep this right alive.
If Shaitan is against Israel,
The Zionist regime is the ultimate Shaitan, so I don't really think it's anything
no,
worse
but
than the
let's say
Zionist
Shaitan is
regime.
against us. Would you side with Shaitan?
No, but you
The
side with
Zionist
Shaitan.
regime is worse than Shaitan.
Why?
You know what? Shaitan is embarrassed. You know what? Shaitan is in a school.
Wow.
You believe in
Shaitan is a student. You know what? Shaitan is a student. Zionist regime is teacher. That's a thing.
Wow.
But that's how bad it
You
is.
have too much credit. Say for it.
I'll be so happy if every Islamic group deems Israel as an enemy, because that's going to be the end of them. That's the only way you can get rid of Islamic terrorism.
every Islamic group does not need Israel.
That's why these really people things like as if we care about Assad or whoever replaced that. As long as they fight with the Zionist regime, they have all our support. We don't
What if they
care.
don't want to fight with
We
the
don't
Zionists?
care, Assad or non-Assad. As long as the struggle is going on to get Palestine back to the map, that's all. That's what matters.
I like you a lot, but one thing you did say that I disagree with is that the Zionist state is the most evil. There's no more evil than Zionism. Yeah, and most of these people in this room don't even believe that they're evil to begin with. So to say that they're the most evil is going to completely turn people off.
What's
I'm
evil
not
about
going to
it,
say
Don?
that they're the most evil because evil is evil. But I would say that in Syria, it's a fucking ruse. Russia lost the Cold War because of the war in Afghanistan. They went in there, they poured military assets into Afghanistan, think they can win. If the United States makes the same mistake in Syria right now, the Russians are practicing.
You're speaking to family that can't feel so
If the United States goes into Syria thinking that they can actually control it, take it over and pour military and financial assets there, they're going to lose not only its superpower status, but they're not going to be able to keep up what they're doing in Ukraine. So the Russians are playing a game of chess right here. It's all how do you think the Syrian Assad's government gave up so much territory almost simultaneously? It's fucking weird. If you guys can't smell what's happening here, you guys may not be very well versed on geopolitics. There's a lot more to the story than what's actually happening. Okay.
By the way, one thing that they failed to mention is that the Russian Air Force, they did so much bombardment in Aleppo and Idlib and these, rural towns. They killed more innocent than Assad ever wished, right? Assad had a few helicopters and they would drop off these barrels, but it was mainly the Russians that killed so many innocent Syrians.
We're working on the side of
Right? But I mean, the thing is, right, like, put yourself in Assad's place, right? Like, how did this, revolution start to begin with, right? Like, what is he being accused of? Like, what was the starting point? And if we go back to that time, no, it was the two kids, right? The school children, they were beaten, and there were the filters that were leaked, right? And then the process went in the street.
But it was a long-term,
Yes, of course. And that's my problem with the Ba'athist, which is like an Arab nationalist movement. Just like Zionism is a Jewish nationalist movement, but the Jews at least don't kill their own people. That's what the Arabs need to learn. And the Arabs, unfortunately, they have no choice.
why'd you send them down? Maybe he just laid off. He just laid off.
Yeah, I think that's what I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I got kicked out. So that's yeah, it's just they're so susceptible now to Islamism, right? Islamism, it wasn't the fall of Assad. This is the death of Arab nationalism, and that's why the Israelis are happy, right? Because Jewish nationalism has thrived with Zionism, while the Arabs, they aspire to these movements, this, empowerment movement, self-determination. But when they get in power, they become despots. Assad, Saddam, Nasser, all these guys. And this move towards, forget what was happening in Israel and Palestine for a second, but the Arabs, especially the Muslim world, right? It's not just the Arabs, because the Turks are also Islamists, right? The Iranians are also Islamists. And this is the biggest cancer in the Middle East right now, is that these guys, even if Assad was dropping barrels of Voltaire and Nietzsche philosophers, these Enlightenment philosophers that the Europeans, when they removed the despots, when the French revolutionaries cut off the head of the king, they wanted reason, logic, they wanted science, they wanted philosophy, they want to get rid of the dogma of the church, right? The Arabs, they want to get rid of their despots, but they want to go back to something that is 100 times worse. And that's why the Jews will always win.
And what do the
That's
Jews
the fact.
want, Don?
And that is sad.
Reason, science, security, peace.
But they don't want that. They want Sharia law. They're happy.
Jews know.
The saddest thing now is these fucking
The
Syrians.
Jews don't want Sharia law. The Jews have a parliamentary democracy with equality for all.
Yeah, that's why you're winning. That's why you're winning the
And why is it sad for the Jews to win, Don? Why is it sad?
It's sad for the Arabs, not sad for the Jews.
The Arabs will be fine. Fuck them.
Right? I'm not saying it's sad that Jews are winning. I'm saying it's sad that the Arabs have to choose, or any people have to choose.
They've been like that for 1,400 years.
Absolutely not. There was no issue before the creation of
have to modernize. That's all.
No, don't blame
Who
Israel.
killed
Israel.
Hassan al-Hussein and Ali? Wait, who killed Hassan al-Hussein and Ali?
Who cares about that? Like you're talking in their language now.
You're talking about what happened.
We're talking about
But like,
We're talking
like
about before
Arabs
the
and
creation
Muslims
of
have
the
been doing it for a very, very long time.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. We're talking about what happened
No,
in the
it's not
contemporary
irrelevant.
history. It's contemporary history.
In violation of the Jewish race. If a book that's released 1,400 years ago calls for the annihilation of the Jewish people, what do you think is going to be the result of that?
Yeah, listen, you're talking about, but you're talking about what happened 1,400 years ago.
No.
Definition of race has shifted. They
Which
used to call it
obviously,
race.
you talking about the historical context, which people like El Normo, they're not from the region, they don't know what you're talking about. But I know.
No, you don't know. You have no
Yeah, I know.
connection to the
Like,
region.
we know what you're
You
referring
have
to
no
about
connection to the region.
Ahlul
I'm a
Bayt.
Jew.
What is Ahlul Bayt?
I'm a Jew.
What
You saw it.
What is Ahlul Bayt?
I'm a Jew.
What is Ahlul Bayt?
You are
I'm a Jew.
What is
Soren.
Ahlul Bayt? Tell us about Ahlul Bayt. Mike is yours.
You are.
See, that's the problem. You know what?
I'm a Jew.
So I understand you. I understand you.
Soren, I'm a Jew. What is your
Listen,
connection to this?
we
What
can
are you saying?
we can have a dialogue with you about this matter.
What
And
do
the
you have
problem
to
with
do
El
with this,
Normo,
Soren?
he is not from the Middle East.
What part do you have in the
If I want to talk to you about Sunni and Shia, you have the point. He says, okay, after the Prophet, the death of Prophet Muhammad,
Stop saying that, sorry. That's about
I'll
Sorry,
come
you
up
get
with
on
another
the
now.
start.
We can talk, we can converse, we can make a dialogue, we can
This has
have a
nothing to
conversation.
do with you,
But the
Soren.
problem is that when someone from Brooklyn, New York, into this discussion and he wants to talk about
You have no business in this conversation.
it does not make sense.
Soren, you're
It's not from there. So you want to talk about he doesn't know the difference between.
You're not going to
That is
You're not Lebanon. You're being kicked out of Syria. You're being kicked out of Yemen. Persia is not going to occupy Arab lands
But
anymore.
why on earth do you really
Wait. Sorry.
done for that? Why do you think
No,
we
no,
have
so
the
this
same
is a bad
kind of
argument.
conversation with
Sorry.
someone from New York?
Bad argument.
What do you mean?
Doesn't make sense.
He's-
Again, why have you want to
Forget
not
these
chance
Ashkenazis,
to
forget-
Tell
okay,
us
He's
about
trying to
Ahlul
scream
Bayt.
because he knows that I'm right.
Wait. Hold on, let me handle it.
Go ahead.
Right? Forget the Ashkenazi, the Russians, the Ukrainians, the European Jews. Right? You have Jews in Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, all over Yemen,
Africa,
Morocco,
no,
Algeria.
don't forget us.
Okay, so these
Not
guys,
anymore.
Yeah, but plenty of us.
right? But where did these guys?
Plenty of us.
From the
Right?
Middle East is a dumb
Right.
thing. Like, don't say that.
Right?
They do come from.
Hey, Jew, and to be a Jew is not a race.
Like, why do you know more?
It's not a race.
Like, why do you think? Why do you think? Why does he belong for
No,
Israel?
I care, Danny. So
He's not like an English.
I know you do.
Colonialism that's happening right
There is another thing. When is this?
Jewish
What's his
race.
name? I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah, it's like-
Nobody cares. No,
They don't say
it's
one
Ryan that cares. So shut up.
That's a great time. That's another.
Do you know this? I don't know what's his name. This guy is taking Syria again. So, do you know the first place? Yeah, Golani Ahmed.
Hey,
The first
Golani,
place.
Golani,
Yeah, sorry. The first place he went to start a speech. Do you know that mosque?
See, the Umayyads were savages.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you know the history?
The Umayyads.
We know the thing.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
No.
So this is not really irrelevant
Talk about
to
the
the
mosque, Umayyad.
it's
Okay.
Islam history.
No,
Sorry.
exactly. Let's talk about that mosque. El Normo, Mike is yours. Tell us 1 minute. Talk about that mosque.
No,
Everybody
I'm
doesn't
asking
know.
you. It doesn't
He
matter
doesn't
if you
know.
or not.
That's the problem.
That's-
People like El Normo doesn't know
Why are
shit
you
about
shy?
That's fine.
Warrior, you're on the hot seat right now. Try to
I'm
talk
gonna
to
say
me.
that.
Talking about Umayyad Mosque.
I
El
can't
Normo.
help you,
Talk about that
Warrior.
mosque.
Charlie here.
Talk about the significance
I
of that
can't-
mosque.
There's
no
Giovanni
significance about a
made
mosque.
his
It's a shit.
first
Nobody
speech in
cares.
that mosque. Wow, that's it.
Warrior,
Why he-
I can't help you out, Warrior. I'm sorry.
Because we are from Middle East. Unlike El Normo. He's not from there. He doesn't know.
You're not. Don't call you. You know you think you're superior to Arabs, Gloria. Your game is over. You're on the hot seat now. Don't ask me for help in this conversation.
You know what?
Wait,
Maybe you can learn something. We want to educate you about this mosque.
You have to answer who you're talking about, Gloria. Don't ask me for
You
help.
are going to learn a lot today from us, from the
Don't look to me for help when you're in trouble,
from the
Gloria.
Sunni,
You're on
from
your
the
own.
Shia, from the Persians, from the Arabs. Today is the day, Aldomo. You can learn.
Same time, what's the alternative? You got to play the cards you dealt.
That's right. But
You
you know,
have to
as
play
far as her
cards.
losing, I don't know what time it's been on Clubhouse. I have heard more people literally blame black men for her not getting elected.
Listen,
Yeah, well.
I think it's all ridiculous. You know, I'm told that I'm oppressed because I'm a black woman, and this and that and the other. I spent 5 years as a stay-at-home mom. I only went back to work because I just wanted to do something different. I don't even have to. I just work just to challenge myself, to be honest. Yeah, I found 2
Bitch
jobs.
don't need money.
Well paid.
Big bitches don't need money.
Salary numbers, but
I
very
just go
high
back
paid.
to be
2.5
ethical.
months, Elle. But let Clubhouse tell it. I'm oppressed. I'm black. I'm a woman. And I've been out of working for 5 years. And I'm at my new role, and I'm like, my leadership loves me. They really do. Did I tell you I got flowers from I'm gonna have to PTR that. I got flowers from one of my leaders.
Think of
Like, the
someone right
relationships
now.
I'm building in 3 months is incredible. So I'm not trying to hear the excuses on Clubhouse of this and that. Yo, I spent 5 years as a stay-at-home mom, came in and didn't miss a step, and it is making a significant amount of money.
But there's that.
I mean, that is true. That is true, but I'm not trying to hear, right? Like, I'm hearing it's a horrible economy. Like, the shit on Clubhouse, I've heard it's a horrible economy. Wait till Trump comes into office, the economy will pick up. I found something in 2.5 months. Like, I'm looking at y'all. To be honest, I'm looking at you guys like y'all are not trying hard enough. Because how is a stay-at-home mom that sat down for 5 years able just to like pick up and run? Matter of fact, let me PTR my flowers for my leader. She was so nice. She just adores me. So let me do that really quick. So that's all I wanted to say. This is on Clubhouse. This is my point.
Guys, I'm gonna be right back. Save my seat. Keep it.
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all some of the best information that I have experienced. This ain't some shit I heard. In my life experience, 65 years of being on this earth, the best thing that can ever happen to you, if you're blessed and fortunate enough to have one, is family, period. The rest of that shit is window dressing, bro. I miss being a parent to my 40, 35, and 29-year-old sons more than anything in the world. If I could make them kids again, man. Wow. Yep. Enjoy your kids, MG, because before you look up, they're going to be staring in your face. Your son's voice going to be deeper than his daddy's. And, yep. Yep, enjoy them while they can.
I do. Thank you for that. But I do.
Time is precious.
Man, it's the only thing you can't get back. Who said that? McZed? What's up, player? What's happening? Who else is that over there? Nubian? Oh, Jeff came back. What up, Jeff Jizzle? Damn, he came back on that.
He'll be back.
Beth, you ain't said nothing in an hour. What's going on? Talk to us.
Hey, Natalie.
Hey, MG. How are you?
I'm just listening right now. Yeah.
Hi, Glenn. Why you got a red ticket?
I know, I'm confused.
I only came here because of MG, but I don't know what this house is. But I'll
Oh, you don't know Jeff?
Welcome.
I don't think I know Jeff.
He cool. Jeff real cool.
Natalie, Aunt asked us if we thought that we would have, if the United States would have a female president. We all said yes. Do you agree at some point?
At some point, a female president.
Keep it 100.
Not the
Keep it 100.
hesitation from Natalie.
Keep it 100. There you go. There you go. Find me somebody.
I'm a feminist, and she knows.
I know, she's like a huge feminist. I even said yes.
Yeah, I guess that's why part of me says no, though, because I feel like I do feel like women have a lot of experience. And but I will say this: I think if we do have a female president, I think it's going to be a Republican. I don't.
Oh wow! I thought the opposite.
I don't see it. Yeah, I think people will be more likely to vote for a conservative woman for president.
Oh, I know. Our parties.
Keep in mind, MT, I'm not saying that I wouldn't support a woman president of the United States. I just don't think it's gonna ever happen. I don't think so.
I don't think it'll happen in the Republican Party, Natalie, because we're traditionalists. We don't believe in that. Like the party in general, the sentiment. So if anything, I feel like it would be progressives.
Define traditionalist. What does that mean? You believe that the man's supposed to be the man and the woman's supposed to be the woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't think it's gonna ever be a woman president. That's it right there. You just hit the nail right on the head. But I would have never used the word traditionalist because first of all, I don't know what it means, and secondly, I don't know what it means. So yeah, but it sounds like what I'm saying in a nutshell. Yeah. And again, let me reiterate: why the fuck would a woman want to be president? Why would you want to be president? Why would you want to be bothered with the shit that a president have to go through? Why would you even want to be bothered with that shit?
Well, why not?
That's an answer. That's an answer.
Like, I think your answer suggests that women care less or something. And I don't think that's true.
No. Here's the thing. Y'all way more qualified, more intelligent. Y'all more than us, period. And any grown-ass man like myself who knows that, right? But it still doesn't negate the fact that why would you want to be president? First of all, here's the thing, right? My experience with women over the 65 years that I've been alive is such that the women to whom I admire the most don't have an ego. You have to be a big old egomaniac to want to be president of the United States. Why would a person spend $1 billion to get a $140,000 a year job? Ego. The title, president of the United States.
It's power.
That's it right there. And women don't want to be powerful, but they're attracted to power. If your man is powerful, why you know what I'm saying?
Damn, sometimes you just want to just challenge yourself. Like, oh my God. Oh, did you just not hear what I said? Like, sometimes you just want to challenge yourself and you just want, you just want to see if you can do it. It's just, it's really that simple. I mean, I'm hearing power and all this other stuff. Like, that's never crossed my mind. Sometimes I do stuff just to see if I can do it. That's it. It's just for me. It's not for anyone else.
I've seen you in rooms, and my intuition, because first of all, I'm gonna just wake this up. Women are jealous as fuck of you, right? And well, women are jealous of women in general, right? Because y'all put so much value on aesthetics. Women are always telling each other how pretty they are. Oh, girl, you're so pretty. Ooh, you're so cute. Ooh, you this and that other thing. See, but at the end of the day, right? Again, like I said, the sexiest thing a woman can be is intelligent. Period. I don't give a fuck how she looks. If she's intelligent and got some semblance of a personality, she got my full undivided attention. I don't give a shit what she looks like. She could weigh 300 pounds. She could weigh 98 pounds, neither of which would be a healthy alternative. But, right? See, it's difficult to be. Well, I don't know. I can't say that. Let me ask y'all a question. Is it difficult for a human being, not just a woman, right, to be intelligent and obese or bulimic?
Wait, what?
What kind of question?
How can you be intelligent? How can you be intelligent and not recognize when you're beginning to get to a place where your health is out of order, you out of pocket? You know? See, the first order of business with intelligence is that you don't give no fuck about what somebody else think anyway. At the end of the day, because you know opinions is like assholes. We all got them and they all stink. So anything that you're going through that you allow someone else to have a significant for their thoughts and ideas about you, unless you know you like a serial murderer or something. Y'all know what the fuck, y'all know what I'm saying, MG. If you intelligent and when you look in the mirror, that's your superhero. You know, people ask me all the time, yo, man, who is your superhero? Me. That's who my superhero is. Me. And that's what I taught my kids. Your superhero is you. If you eat it and I don't shit it, or if I eat it and you don't shit it, guess what? We can share some ideas and thoughts and all of that. We can do all of that, but at the end of the day, it was a conversation. I'm going to always default to me. And the one thing that I absolutely embrace is knowledge and information. I've been reading since I was 4, period. Because if you know better, you do better, period. And some of y'all are like really fucking intelligent. I mean like really intelligent. Like really intelligent. Really intelligent. Yeah, really intelligent. Yeah, and that shit is just sexy as fuck to me. But again, I'm talking too much. Let me shut up. L is back. L, how did Chili come out, babe? Maybe she.
I'm half listening. Yes, Natalie. Sorry.
Because I was interested in what you were saying earlier about working and how some women, how you kind of, it sounded like had an easy time getting back to work, and there's like definitely women that make excuses around that. So yeah, I was just curious to hear a little bit more from you. Like, why do you think it was easier for you? And then why do you think women like struggle?
I don't think they're really trying.
Into marriage, that if you wanna, like, if you become part of this terrorist cult, you need to get married amongst the member of the cult. That's how they operate their cult. So
yeah, just because Iran has a terrible enemy does not make Iran an hate.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know what you
I'm just saying you're quoting from a cult. I wouldn't take the face value of what they say.
I'm not quoting from a cult. No.
I mean, is Iran perfect? Of course. No one's here.
This is I have the article here. I'll put it on top. So this article talks about it. It apparently comes from some guy named Montazeri, who was a successor to Khomeini, and he talks about this in one of his books. Yeah, so he's
Yeah, well, it's like
this
the
is
book that
basically where they get the
like,
excerpt from.
he
This
must
is
have
the
written this
article.
in the book, right, in a fatwa or whatever. We need that.
Yeah, he wrote this
This is
apparently
awesome.
in December 2000. Hossein Ali Montazeri, a 79-year-old said,
That's just one article. Like, we need the actual source.
Exactly. It's like, in Judaism, some Judaism cults believe that there should be no Israel, like North Dakota. There are different sects within the school of thought and the scholars and the Shia Islam. Some of them might have that view, but is it just the overall?
I can't throw you a lifeline on this.
The Jews created the best country in the Middle East, and where are
No,
we?
it's not the best. Turkey's better.
In the middle, Turkey's better.
Yeah.
He executed the LGBT community.
Istanbul.
He executed the Kurds.
Turkey's insane. They arrested you for denying the Armenians.
It's not the pyramid.
Turkey's insane. I mean, find out loud. You get arrested if you.
Palestinians.
No. Here's how bad it is in Turkey. You know what Turkey? Somebody mentioned Turkey being good.
I would blackmail
somebody mentioned
people and kill 1,200 people of mine.
You got to be able to travel to these countries to have an idea. We can easily judge.
You can't go to Israel. You can't.
I know Israel. I won't until it's.
You can't even go to America.
We won't go to
You
Israel.
have a terrorist passport, sure.
We will have our.
I think the only place that's going to be left for you to go is Russia.
In Jerusalem.
I think you're heading over to Russia
We
now.
will have our Friday pray. Salat al-Jum'ah
But you don't believe in Islam.
Prophet Muhammad had the same dream.
We will
Prophet
have
Muhammad had the same dream and he died.
You're not a Muslim, are you, Gloria?
Prophet Muhammad had the same dream and he died.
Millions of us.
He has declared that he's an excellent Muslim. So why is it that?
The founders of the religion had the same dream and he died.
Ask the other Persian. His parents sent him money.
One day we will do that. Inshallah.
He doesn't have a means of support except cleaning toilets, but his parents send him money that they
We
steal
will
from
be
the
divided
Iranian
as
people.
Ummah on that day. Shia, Sunni. We put aside all this.
Can I
In Beit al-Muqaddas.
Ask him if he's
We
a
put
Muslim.
aside our differences. Shia,
It doesn't matter about Muslims.
Yes.
Even the
One nation, one Ummah. Have our Friday pray in Beit al-Muqaddas.
Well, you sound really desperate right now.
By the way, the Syrians, right? Like going back to ethnicity, the Syrian Arabs, the so-called Arab Muslims, they're not even Arabs. The real Arabs of Syria are actually Christian Arabs. They're like the Lakamids, the Ghassanids. They were the actual Arab tribes that went to Syria. Most Syrians who call themselves Arab, like, even like look at their facial features. They don't look like Saudis or the Gulf Arab, the real Arabs.
They're Arab
tribes. Yeah, they're Arabs. The actual real Arabs,
Most of
actually
us,
Christian Arabs.
most of us aren't even actually like Arabs. Here's the thing: a majority
The
of
Christian Arabs,
Syrian,
like the Christian Arabs are real
a
Arabs.
majority of
That's
Syrian
ironic.
Christians aren't even like Syrian Christians aren't really majority Arab. Most of us are actually Assyrians who were Arabized, and there's not only that. I believe some of the Syrian churchmen, most of them are descendants of European slaves from the Ottoman Empire. My father's ancestors were slaves.
Unfortunately, the name
There's
Syrian
a long story about
Syrian
that.
people.
Yeah, I know. That's one was because the Greeks would put the letter A at the beginning of something to basically say it's the opposite, like theist and atheist, theos, atheos. And basically they did it with, if Syria's here, then whatever must be on the opposite of Syria must be Assyria. Whatever's on the opposite of Assyria must be
I just
Syria.
learned something new. Thank you very much.
The thing is with this fall of Assad, it's unfortunate that the Syrians, they want this Islamic rule. The only winner I see from this is Norm. He can be happy now. He has his holiday home in Tel Aviv or Jaffa or whatever. Haifa, maybe, I don't know.
Not even actually.
Yeah, he wants to answer. You're going to get
a lot of Syrians.
Rate to Israel.
I saw a guy.
Just
There was a guy on Twitter. He used to fight with the Free Syrian Army. He was a part of it, and he also became a journalist, an independent journalist. And recently, he said something on Twitter, by the way. He said that he disliked the fact that Syria now has two flags. Because here's what he meant. The Free Syrian flag, which is the one they use, the green flag, that green flag was actually used in the past by Syrians. A man named Ibrahim Hananoun or something like that. I forget his full name exactly. He fought against the French occupation of Syria. He was a great man. He was a hero to the Syrian people. They decided to use this flag against Assad. And now, though, they also have an al-Nusra flag, but it has it's a white flag with black writing instead of how it used to be.
Yes,
black
like the
flag.
inverse of ISIS flag. Yes.
Yeah, it's basically like how Muhammad would use a white flag for peace and a black flag for war.
These idiots, why do they go back to this? It's like you have an
I don't
opportunity
know.
for freedom,
The point is
progression,
this, like,
democracy, and you choose these head
yeah, that's the thing. Like that.
fucking
He's a
idiots.
Sunni Muslim. This guy's a Sunni Muslim. And
The thing is, I don't know, like, having been to Damascus, and, like, first of all, Damascus had the best nightclubs.
Not anymore.
irony.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Thanks to the Zionist project. Thanks to the Zionist project. Not anymore. Thanks to the people like that. Normal.
I just want to say something. Listen, I don't deny. I want to address what Soren said. Listen, I don't deny Israel funded a lot of these rebel groups. But even if Israel didn't fund them at all, they still would have done the same thing. That's what goes through these guys' heads. Listen, these guys kill people, enslave people, drinking. They do it for little people.
So be it.
That's why they're winning.
So be it.
Listen,
Very opportunistic people. You're right, Doc. Very opportunistic and greedy people. You're right. Very opportunistic. Very opportunistic.
Greedy people, what are you talking about? President Rock, this guy wouldn't discounted by 50.
They are very greedy people, by the way, Doc.
Yeah, just like the Persian guy. The guy wouldn't refuse it. What are you talking about?
This one Syria Orthodox priest during
You guys negotiate for everything, you greedy. You wouldn't.
Yeah, I heard they hear this question.
Well, we don't have Epstein people in our community.
We need to hear
We don't have Epstein in our community, Doc.
Guys, please, we need to hear
We don't have Epstein people. We don't have
His
Epstein.
microphone is not very good,
We don't
so
have
we
Epstein
need to hear.
culture.
Dude, my lawyer's Jewish.
I know, but you don't have Epstein people in your
My
culture.
lawyer's Jewish. He's
But
pretty
you
moral
see,
for a lawyer.
Epstein was not a lawyer. His lawyer was Jew, but he himself was Jew.
I'm talking about my lawyer.
I'm talking about
He's
his
pretty moral
his
for
legacy.
a lawyer.
Oh my gosh.
When it comes to business, Jews are
Do you support Epstein, Elnora Green, for what he?
Who the hell is Epstein?
Are you don't know Epstein?
I support
Okay,
all of
just
the
now we're talking
IRGC.
about.
And I think this room is united in wanting
Don't you
to
know
make
Jeffrey
Georgia
Frank is
hottest
friends of
Islamic
Elnora
nation.
Green? He's the
I
close friend
believe
of
this
Elnora
room is
Green.
quite united in wanting the
Oh my gosh.
Islamic regime. Am I right? Does anybody support it?
No, I don't. Well, nobody here supports it. Those guys are
I agree.
actually
I agree.
Syrians when Assad was around. So I want to just say something because I've been trying to say this really quick, like about like Arabs' stupidity and like that. This is actually true. This one Syriac Orthodox priest, he had moved back from Australia to Iraq because he missed his home. He was from Mosul, and when ISIS had taken over Mosul, what happened was this. He said on TV, Arab stupidity mixed with the West leads to the end of nations.
And that's the reason, like, why kind of, like, if I was Assad, I would do the same to these fucking moronic. Because I think anyone who's outside the city of Damascus, like these roads, Idlib, these shitholes, Aleppo, they always talk about, this was a great city like 5,000 years ago, whatever it was. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, that's the problem. These guys are so susceptible to this Islamic thinking. That's the reason why, and it's like, how do I get them to this Western thinking, this, progressive thinking, right? Like this enlightenment way.
Yeah.
And it's like, even if you drop barrels of Voltaire on these motherfuckers, I think, that, and that's the part of me that says, maybe Assad was right. Like, it's like, you have to fucking, I don't know, like, yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's like, you can't be sensitive to these fucking idiots.
By the way, I just want to say, I think I know where to find the claim about the women being raped in the prisons for Jannah and like that. There's a book I have called The Little Green Book. It basically contains quotes of Ayatollah Khomeini. The Little Green Book, The Astonishing Beliefs of the Man Who Has Shaken the Western World, Ayatollah Khomeini. So, yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
Also, as much as the Jews think the Muslims hate them, the Muslims hate each other more. Like the Sunnis hate the Shiites more than they hate you. Like, that's another thing. The Sunnis hate the Shiites more than they hate the Jews, and the Shiites hate the Sunnis more than they hate the Jews. That's another thing.
On some level, I also think the Arabs admire us. They think of us as being very clever and people of the book, and they often hire us as advisors.
Yeah, what's his name? Maimonides was the advisor to Saladin. Yeah, Saladin from Jerusalem. Right.
Absolutely.
But I don't think about Jews. I don't think they're significant enough for me to think about them. I mean, I have slight difference to them.
We're our own little thing. We're not looking for approval or anything from anybody. We just want to be Jews. That's all. We just want to be left in peace.
Yeah. What was it? I forget. There was something I wanted to bring up, but I forget what it was.
It was about a green book. It was about the right thing.
No, not about the green book. I checked it. I couldn't find the quote in the green book. I thought I could find it because I know, I want to see. Maybe I can find the original. Maybe I can find where this fatwa originally came from. I should be able to find it. But Shia sources are a little harder to find. I mainly just have this article. Other articles talk about the rapes, but this one specifically talks
Listen,
about.
you're talking about the fatwa as a woman who has not been married should not be sent to a death penalty. That's a yes. I know what he's referring to. If someone has not been married, if someone is a mademoiselle unwed, then you cannot perform qisas on her. That's a fact. I think it's Islamic. So you cannot murder. You cannot go with the eye for eye, which actually borrowed from Torah. Apparently, some people believe that we cannot go ahead with qisas. It's eye for eye. Yes, that's a fact. But I don't understand that linkage of that to the rape culture. I don't get that. I don't know how you link that to raping women. I don't get that part. I don't know what you're trying to say. Even if that's a principle, you're trying to say that some women's been raped because of that? Or what's your point?
Maybe
the reason why we brought this up. Yeah, I was trying to explain. The reason why this was brought up about what goes on in the prison is because somebody had brought up something about Israel,
Yeah, you're talking about in Iran in the 80s, there were some women that there were virgins, and there was a death penalty for them, and they didn't do it. They raped them. I understand. You're saying that they had to sleep with someone before the actual qisas corpse, before the eye for eye regulation applies to them. That report's been sent by NEK Group, that Mujahideen, the terrorist organization. That report is not, that's what I'm saying, it's biased report by that terrorist organization. So what is your point?
That's why I was just looking. I was looking in the green book to see if I could find it.
Find me it's called the Little Green Book, by the way. Find me a piece which says that you can rape a woman.
I was looking for it. I said I couldn't find it there. I literally said I didn't find it. I said I was going to try and look to see if I could find the original source.
Yeah, but you can say, I can confirm for you, if someone is unwed, someone who's not married, someone's never had sex before as a woman, and if that woman decides to kill someone, and intentionally, the qisas, which is eye for eye concept, that concept does not apply to that woman because for some reason, because she's not married before, so there's a leniency toward that, apparently.
I think I have a source for that. It says, in December 2000, Hussein Ali Murtazai, a 79-year-old cleric who had been for 10 years the designated
Sana mandre namo पदं देवीं वाचं अजनयन्ता देवाः तां विश्वरूपाः पशवः वदन्ति सा नः मन्त्रा इषम् ऊर्जं दुहाना धेनुः वाक् अस्मानि उप सुस्तोता येतु माला देवीं वाचं देवीं वाचं वाचमजनयन्ता अजनयन्त वाचं वाचमजनयन्ता अजनयन्त देवाः जनयन्त अजनयन्त देवाः देवास्तां तां देवास्तां तां विश्वरूपाः विश्वरूपास्तां तां विश्वरूपाः पशवो विश्वरूपाः पशवः विश्वरूपायिते विश्वरूपाः पशवो वदन्ति पशवः वदन्ति वदन्ति सानाः नस्सा सानाः नो मन्द्रानाः नो मन्द्रेषम् इदं मन्द्रेषम् इषमूर्जम् ऊर्जमिषम् इषमूर्जम् ऊर्जं दुहाना दुहानोर्जम् ऊर्जं दुहाना धेनुः धेनुर्दुहाना धेनुर्वाग् धेनुर्वाग् वागस्मान् अस्मान् वागस्मान् उपास्मान् उपसृष्टोता सुष्टुतोपा उपसृष्टोता सुष्टुतैतो सुष्टुतेतु सुष्टोता ऐतो एत्रित्येतु शिखा देवीं वाचं देवीं वाचमजनयन्ता जनयन्त वाचं वाचमजनयन्त देवाः अजनयन्त देवाः जनयन्त देवास्तां तां देवास्तां विश्वरूपाः तां विश्वरूपास्तां तां विश्वरूपा पशवः पशवो विश्वरूपा पशवो वदन्ति विश्वरूपायिते विश्वरूपाः पशवो वदन्ति पशवो वदन्ति सानो नस्सा सानो नो मन्द्रेषमिडं मन्द्रेषमूर्जम् इडमूर्जमिडमूर्जं दुहाना ऊर्जं दुहानोर्जमूर्जं दुहाना धेनुः धेनुर्वाग्
Good afternoon. What we've seen is that residents are unable to get a permit from the city, and until that happens, all work to rebuild is on hold. And you can see homes are still in shambles. Almost everyone on this street had to find temporary housing. Now, 3.5 months later, they still have no idea when they'll be able to return. Wreckage along the neighborhood streets of Treasure Island paints a sobering picture of aftermath from the storms, but for many, the ability to rebuild on hold amid the ongoing wait for a permit.
It's a huge burden, and I'm completely locked in the dark. And every piece of information that I try to find to the city is very few source. And
Chris still out of his home 3.5 months after leaving. The first large total loss after the flood waters poured in. But the work is
Obviously, chose to live near Great Pines Community to receive care. I had spinal surgery 2 years ago, and in the recovery process, I would have to drive 54 miles round trip just to receive care.
I have to call and check every day. Do I have a permit? Several residents flaring up and voicing frustrations during Friday's city commission meeting. The damage forced many out of their homes. Without a permit, there's no reassurance about when they can return. I want to know who's responsible for this mess. I should be able to get a permit just to put my drywall up. But I can't because I have to wait on all of you. What is the process? I want transparency. So we took those questions to city leaders today. We are also waiting for more answers.
How long do the episodes usually last?
That's he's actually committed a genocide. So from now on,
Do you think he's alone in his room right now doing
in any way, shape, or form.
Do you think he's screaming at the walls right now?
Transfer of weaponaries to to the Zionist regime.
Right. So how many
It's
rapes
also
were there in
any
Iraq?
means of support that can be verbal
Should
support.
we read the report aloud?
Toward this ethno-supremacy regime, according to very Amnesty International that Elnor Green, it constitutes
About the rape in
accomplice
Iran,
of the
Korea?
genocides.
Yeah.
And given the fact the International Criminal Court also come up with this,
Yeah.
common ground that the
When do you think your regime is going to fall
also
for it?
the red wars, as you guys may know,
Frenzy with which he's screaming like this, like a crazy person.
against the Palestinian
I think he knows
so
more
any
than
kind
we
of
do.
support of this
I think he knows that it's already
regime is
I think
basically helping a genocide. So I encourage you guys to be very cautious from now on, because there's also a legal ramifications of supporting
Is there
genocide.
somebody
Depends on the
who
country that you're
maybe
hosting. Some countries have a strict law supporting the genocide.
How come there's no
I
moderation?
highly encourage you guys to be very cautious.
to the moderator?
After the Amnesty Internationals and obviously the Human Rights Watchdog,
He's gone around the fence.
the international.
He's like ranting like a crazy person. He's not even on topic. He does whatever comes into
The only way the Palestinians can get a state and that's peaceful and peaceful for them to
Maybe they can have a state in Iran. Maybe we should have this normal.
So,
Do not think Palestinians are supporting the Palestinians.
it is the view of the
will they get the right
International Criminal Court.
Hey, Norm, you look like Dr.
What do you think, Norm?
What was the question?
What are you talking, Doc? Sorry.
I'm saying that the solution for the Palestinians that I see that is
I think they should go to Iran.
No. They convert to Judaism, right?
Nah, that won't work.
Law apply.
That's not going to work. Because you can't just convert to Judaism. You have to actually really be a Jew. We don't just
No, but you can't convert.
I'm sorry?
If it's a genuine conversion, right? I mean, you'll find loopholes.
But you can't fake it, You can't fake it.
No, I'm saying it's genuine.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of, like, Soren left Islam, and he didn't get in trouble. But Soren could never return to Iran, which is why he's acting like a crazy person.
Well, you made him crazy now.
I can't take response. I don't have that much power.
Is that because you're old?
No, it's
Is that because you're too old?
Because I live in your mind, but that's
Wow.
not reality.
Actually, I'm living in your mind. I mean, rent free. And actually, I owe you something since I occupy your brain rent free. You keep talking about Iran. You keep talking about IRGC. You keep talking about
the news.
I don't understand you, old Norm. I mean, I literally occupied your brain rent free. I owe you something. What should I pay you for that? For that occupation?
You're going to need all the money you have when you move to
There you go, money. Always about money, isn't it, Norma Grain? Always
You
about
asked
the
me
money.
how much you owe me.
Greedy, sleazy weasel.
Yes, that's us. But you know what? It's cold in Moscow. Puria. You better buy a jacket.
Who's the better
We do a
Persians or Jews?
Oh, we're all pretty good.
You can be
Listen, when it comes to
Jews are the best
And the Turks. Come on, they're all good.
Persian Jews are the best, by the way.
We're all good. We're all good.
What about Turks? I don't know. Turks
Very good.
When you
They can do it.
about price with the Turks.
Yeah, we are all good, but not the white people from Brooklyn.
So my question is, when do you think the Iranian jihadist, revolutionary, fascist state is going to fall? Do you think it'll happen right away with Trump? Or do you think he's going to wait? You think before Trump comes into office?
Well, according to Donald Trump, if he's not elected, there will be no Israel in 2 years. So, speaking about the fall of any regime, I mean, this particular ethno-supremacy,
So when do you think the IRGC is going to
Nazi, fascist, genocidal, apartheid regime of Israel, according to Donald Trump, it was not going to last for 2 years. I mean, that's what he said, not my words. Not my sorry. I'm sorry this actually triggered your emotion, but that's not what I said. That's what President Trump said. He said there will be no Israel in 2 years. I'm sorry, it's not me saying that. Do not click what Soren said.
Well, you're quoting
President Trump said.
Right, but
There
you're
will be no
quoting it.
Israel in 2 years.
Are you quoting it because you believe it or because you
Presidential
disbelieve it?
campaign
with,
Right.
I think it was with Biden. He said that, and he said there will be no Israel in 2 years. I'm sorry, that's what he said.
I think we can get
If you
into
have
this
any
all night.
concern, Morgan, you can actually raise that with President Trump.
Right. So when do you guys think the IRGC is?
Well, well, President Trump never talks about that in his speech.
Are you the only
He's
one
not
who's
actually
going
a
to
big
talk?
supporter of President Trump.
Does
He
anybody?
changes. Quite contrary, he said actually we are happy to work with the Iranian government. That's what he said on many occasions. And but he never said Iran will be gone in 2 years. But he said something else. He said there will be no Israel in 2 years. He never said there will be no Iran, no Iraq, no Syria, no Russia. He said only once and once only. He said there will be no Israel in the next 2 years.
Are you a big fan
I think you got your answers right, Mr. Gray. If you have
My
any more
answer-
questions,
my-
please
well-
don't hesitate to ask.
Okay, so
We'll be
Trump
happy
was
to
elected, right?
educate you since you're not from Middle
I don't
East.
know
Go
if
ahead.
you get a newspaper
You're
where
yes,
you
go
are.
ahead along.
I don't know if you get a newspaper where you
You
are.
can
but
ask
Trump
any
was
question
elected.
from any of us living in the Middle East or from Middle East originally.
Well, you don't
We
live
can
in the
help
Middle
you
East.
out to understand the culture, the language, the
Oh,
differences.
thank you.
We are
Thank
happy to help you out, Mr. Gray. Since you're
Well,
from
there's
United
no we
States
in
of
the room,
America,
though.
since you live in New York and you're not from the region, obviously you're full of questions. We're happy
There's no
to help
we
you
in the
to
room for you.
understand the different dynamics of the politics in the Middle East, including the religions.
So when do you think the IRGC is going to fall, guys? Soon, isn't it?
Yeah, just checking out. There's no mob in the room still open. Looks like a big clip.
I don't know.
I think maybe Soren's brain exploded and it affected the act.
It's quite amazing to watch. I think he knows more than we do about the end of that regime. The IRGC Nazi
I mean,
fascist
Mr. Green, if you have any question about anything, you can always ask us. We're here to help.
Thank you. When do you think the regime is going to fall?
We are happy to answer any question that you have about Middle East, about the culture, about religion.
When
about...
do you think the
Absolutely.
regime is
There are
going to
different.
fall?
Well, there are different topics. If I go with President Trump, he never predicted such a day. If I go with some delusional people like that,
Will you ever see your country again?
listen. I might be wrong. I might be right. You know what? I can be right. I can be wrong. I know that. But I know one thing. I am eligible to make a point about Middle East because I'm from the Middle East. You're not.
Well, I don't
I'm
think you
happy
are,
to
really.
share my valid
I don't
opinion
think
with
you are.
I'm okay to do that. Since
Where
I'm
are you
from the Middle East. You're not. You're from
Where
United
in the
States of
Middle East
America.
are you from?
Well, I mean, I don't understand why you're not proud to be American.
Where in the Middle East are you from?
I understand, but I know that, for example, I
No, you said you're
I
from the
know
Middle East.
that
Where
way
in the
is
Where in the Middle East are you from?
You don't know that because
Where
you're
in the
not from
Middle
here.
East? Where in the Middle
It's
East are you
exactly
from?
like Mr. Green. You tell us. I hope you can tell me. Sorry,
Where is the Middle East for you?
state in the United States.
Are you saying you're from the Middle East?
I might come up with saying like if you ask me this question, Mr. Green. What is the smallest state in the United States? I'll probably say New York. And you say, it's not New
Where
York,
are
it's
you
the other
from
state.
in the
So
Middle
I
East?
wouldn't know. I am not from the United States. So
Well, are you from the Middle East?
you can actually catch me about the case of the United States because I don't know
I get
nothing
it. So are you from the Middle East?
And you can say that. But
It's
you
a
know
yes
what?
or a
I
no.
never claimed to be expert about the United States.
Are you from the Middle
Quite
East?
contrary, claim to be expert about the Middle East.
No, I'm no
And you didn't
expert.
know Israel is not the
No,
smallest country.
I'm no
It's
expert.
Bahrain. So that's how ignorant I am.
What did you say? What did you say it was?
It's because you're not from the Middle East.
I never
I
said
get
I
it.
was from the
But
Middle
the
East. I
problem
never
with
said
you,
I
Mr.
was an
Green, is
expert.
you don't want to learn.
Mr.
It's
Fourier.
not like you're coming out of the space
Mr.
of saying, okay,
Fourier.
I'm going to learn something.
So where are you from in the
It
Middle
doesn't
East?
look like you're pro-learning. Sadly, I have to
Where
tell
are you
you
from
that
in the
you're a
Middle
bad
East?
face actor. You don't want to learn. You're just here to push your own agenda.
Where are you
But
from
if
in the
you
Middle East?
honestly
Fourier.
and genuinely want to
I'm just
learn
curious.
about
Are you really from the Middle East?
about the Middle East, about the people, about
You
the
have a weird
differences that this
accent,
group of
Fourier.
people
I
have.
won't lie.
Yes, I'm happy here to share my view, and if I can, I'm
good.
happy to educate you on that topic.
I'd love to know, when do you think IRGC will fall?
What do you mean by IRG? What does it stand for?
Oh, the jihadist, Islamist, fascist, Nazi,
Where is the J?
Islamic
Is it
Republic of
J
Iran.
is jihadi? When you say
Of Iran.
J, no, what does J stand for? Is it jihadi?
You don't know, where are you from, Fourier?
No, you said IRGC. I want you to tell me what that
Where are you
stands
from?
for.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Middle East. How about you?
Where in the Middle East?
It's Middle East, the whole Middle East. Whole Middle East. I mean, everything
So what,
everywhere.
are you from a country?
Everywhere in Middle East. That's where I belong. What
How
about
could
you?
you be from
What
everywhere?
about you? What about you?
How
Which
could
part,
you be
which
from
avenue of New York,
everywhere?
Brooklyn are you from? Which
So
part
when
of
do you
New York
think
are you from, sir?
What do you
Tell us
think
about
the
New York.
IRA, well, since you're
One
afraid
thing you
to
can
say,
share with us about New York, apart from the pizza, you know, that fake pizza that you have, what else do you want to share with us about New York, about the Big Apple? Tell us. So that's the thing. You can talk about New York, and we are happy to listen to your opinion about New York because you live there, you're from there.
Okay.
And you might share something
And
positive
you can
about it,
talk
which I
about
don't know.
cleaning
I'm happy to
toilets in
listen about New
Netherlands.
York. If you have anything, but do not come here and talk about the Palestine, Jews,
Okay.
Muslims,
All right,
all
I'm
of
going to
this
take
stuff is about
advice
the
from
region,
you.
which you're not part of it. I'm sorry.
Have you ever been
Before we
to the
bring-
Middle East,
I understand at the same time that you have an identity problem in
Sure.
New York.
No.
But you cannot find your identity problems in Palestine.
Okay.
Sadly, I have to tell you that. It's not
Okay,
there.
I'm not sure where Palestine is, but where
Exactly.
are you from in the
So
Middle
you
East?
cannot just stay in New York in the basement, wherever you live.
Well, unfortunately, I
just
love
be there.
Jerusalem.
I mean, that's the life. That's it. Forget about everything everywhere else.
I have a
You're
love.
not in New York.
I'm
This
going
is
to be
your
honest with
country.
you. I have
Forget
a
about
love.
the
I have a love
Palestine.
for
Forget about
Israel.
the Israel. Forget about
Yes.
all of this Middle East.
Yes.
Just leave it aside. Put it aside
Yes.
and just focus on your
I
life,
have a
Mr. Green.
problem.
First thing
Right.
first, try to locate a wife for yourself.
Right.
Man of your age, still living alone.
All right. So, but getting back to the rapes in Iran, are you trying to distract from that? Remember we were talking about all the rapes in Iran? Oops, he's not. Okay,
So
now we
you
can
gotta,
actually
you
talk.
gotta focus on your life, Mr. Green.
Oh,
Instead of that, maybe the very first thing you
So,
gotta do
so
is
do you think
get
you
yourself-
successfully deflected
You know what?
from
Get
that?
yourself maybe a wife. Maybe go to Philippines.
Look at the top of the room, sir.
I don't know. Go to Mexico, maybe.
Look at the
Try
top
to
of the
secure
room.
yourself a wife. Maybe a
Yeah.
man of your age, need someone to live with.
Oh, yeah.
And get yourself a decent
Gloria,
wife.
look at
And
the
just
top
move on
of
to
the
your
room,
life.
Gloria.
Forget about all this BS going on with this. What's
Gloria,
with you?
look
You're from
at
New
the
York.
report
You know,
at the top
you
of
can
the
talk
room.
about the gangs
Mhm,
problem
I
in the
understand.
U.S.
I
You
understand.
can address the Noza Castro. You
I
can talk about the
understand.
Italian mafia.
I
You can
understand.
talk about, you know, the
Well, we could
movies.
talk
You
about
know,
the
there's a lot of
rape
things to talk about.
and the
Why
Islamist
Middle East?
regime
They're
of
not
Iran.
there. They're not
Let's
from
talk
that
about
place.
women, life, and
You can
freedom.
talk about
I want to talk about
food,
that.
about New York, the different foods. You can talk about Donald Trump, as
Can
you
we
did
talk
before.
about
You can talk
women,
about
life,
the
freedom
politics in the
movement?
U.S.
Okay.
You can talk about a lot of things.
Can we
you
talk
know,
about
but the
Hezbollah?
Middle East, forget about it, man. Whenever you
Can we-
open your mouth about Middle East, you make yourself like a
Can
clown.
we talk about
You know, you're not
Hezbollah?
from there. You know, you're not
No.
from. You don't sound
Was
like
I
Middle
right
Eastern.
about
You
the?
don't talk like Middle
Was I
Eastern.
right about the
You don't look like
IRGC?
Middle Eastern. There's nothing about
No.
Middle East that
What
looks
do you
like
look like?
So I don't
Let's see
understand.
what you look
And
like,
you're not
Corey.
wanted. Most important thing, you're not
Yeah.
wanted there. You're not
So
wanted.
I don't think you're
If not
wanted there, which is why
I
you're
don't
not
understand
there.
why you keep insisting to be there.
I think you're not wanted there, and that's why
I
you're
don't
not
really
there.
think you're wanted, to be honest with you. I don't really think you can walk in the street of Cairo.
I don't
and
think
say,
you're welcome in your own country.
I don't think that would be very wise things to do. Given you can't even do
It's
that.
weird because I was just in Dubai and they
You
wanted
can't
me.
do that in Amsterdam. In Hollywood, you can't do that. Leave alone.
You know what's weird?
Leave alone.
I would be lovely in
Forget
Dubai.
about it.
You know you can get kosher food.
Always have to leave. Like,
Do you know you can get kosher food in
You know what
every
you have to
hotel
say?
in Dubai?
On this app, you say, sure, well, do you
want to meet me in
real life? You want to become American. You know why? Because you'd be fucking scared. That's why. Rightfully call yourself American. You should.
You know what's weird? Is you can take an airplane
Yeah, but
from
why
Dubai
do you
right to
wanna-
Tel Aviv.
Why do you want to be part of the Middle East anyway? What's it with you? You have your
Well, it's
American
our home.
citizen, you have your American pension,
Because
you have
it's
your
our
families
home.
and friends and everything in New York.
Right.
I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, no one's going to kick you out from America anymore. We're not living during the 40s. You're safe. No one's going to touch you.
I love
I'm
Jerusalem.
telling you, you have
I
my
can't
word.
help it.
No
I
one's
can't
going
help
to
it.
touch you, Mr.
I
Green.
love our homeland.
No one is going to touch you in New York. No one's allowed
So
to.
here's what
You
I
have every single right
Here's a
according
little
to
something. You want to do a
Constitution
competition?
to believe in whatever you want to believe in. You can even believe in cow in the United States. Leave alone.
I think I'll be in Jerusalem
You can believe in
before
anything you
you're
want.
in
No one is allowed to touch you in the United States of America.
make a
Your
little
right
bet
is
about it
protected by the
for-
Constitution.
Let's
You're
make a
free
bet.
to express your opinion. First Amendment, Second Amendment, you have gone to everything you need in the U.S.
Unlike
so
Iran,
stay
right?
there. Be happy.
So
try
what-
to
so-
do
so we
your,
have this in
religious
Israel,
things.
and we have
We
it in
can
the
make
U.S.
money easily in U.S.
But we
money.
don't have
have it in Iran.
You
you have basically your own business. You can
How
work
come
in
we
the bank.
figured out how to give freedom
educate
and
yourself
Iran did
about
not?
different topics. So, I mean, this is US, land of opportunity. I mean, why do you want to
Thank
come
you.
to Middle East?
Thank
Even
you.
there was no issue with
Because
this.
we
You
love
live in the
Jerusalem.
best of the best. You live in
Because
the
we
land of
love our home.
opportunities, the free markets, you know. Everything is ready for you in the United States for you to progress. I mean, now you have President Trump.
Thank you. And
He's
everything's
gonna help
ready
the
for us
economy
in
of the US.
Israel.
I understand you have a money problem, obviously.
No, there's no money
but
problem.
hopefully
You know what we
with,
have?
you know, President
We
Trump
have an
coming in,
IRGC
he
problem.
helps the economy.
But you know what we're going to do?
Maybe hopefully there will be
We're solving the
progress
IRGC
in your personal
problem.
life, Mr. Green. So why not?
Thank you for
instead of
helping
being
us
so
to
much
solve the
hateful
IRGC
toward
problem.
Muslims, toward Arabs, toward Middle East, and just be more patient with Mr. Trump. He's gonna get into White House, and hopefully he's gonna create some more job opportunities and for you guys, and you would probably forget about these delusions of, whoa, I'm gonna go back.
What do you think he's going to do to Iran?
As if the situation in the Middle East somehow is better than the U.S. It's not, Mr. Green. I mean, stay where you are in New York. You know, be happy, and hopefully the life
You know what I
will be right
love?
for you.
I love that Trump moved the embassy to Jerusalem.
You understand what I'm
And I
going
love
with, Mr. Green?
I love that. And
I
I
want to
love
help
that he
you out.
prayed
You know, to
in
come
a
out of this
kippah at the
delusion
Kotel.
that
I love his support for
something's
Israel. I
waiting
won't
for
lie.
you. There's nothing waiting for you, Mr. Green. There's nothing
Oh, you
waiting
mean
for you.
besides Jerusalem?
I'm talking about there's nothing waiting for you in Middle East. Your life
I'm
is in
talking
New
about
York, Mr. Green.
Jerusalem. Do you know about this city? Have
It's
you
in
ever heard of
Jerusalem
Jerusalem?
is in Middle East, Mr. Green. It's not
Well,
waiting for you.
Jerusalem is
No
in
one's waiting for you,
Israel.
Jerusalem. Are you telling me you have, these, in this
Yes.
in
What is
your
the
life
Middle
for
East,
you,
by the way?
the case for you is
Maybe
different.
I don't think we're
cannot
talking
just
about the
living
same
in delusion,
thing.
Mr. Green. I mean,
Right. I don't think we're living. I don't think we're talking about the same thing, Boria.
I don't think you
about
do.
Jerusalem.
You don't understand. I'm talking
Right.
about you.
What
your
country are
case
you
in
from,
particular.
Boria?
I'm talking about your case in particular.
Well,
It
what
doesn't look
country
very
are you
comfortable
from,
talking about your case.
Boria? Are you a little
You
ashamed?
understand your situation, being
Yes.
a Zionist, living in
Yes.
New York,
Yes.
is
Living in New
perfectly
York
fine,
and
as
in
it is
Israel.
now. But by
Right.
you moving
Yes.
to occupy Palestine, as you call it,
Yes.
the Zionist regime,
Right.
that is going to be a safety issue for
Well,
yourself.
they
Because you
need
understand
us
the
to kick
situation
out
in the Middle East is
IRGC
not that rosy. Every
world
single
is
day, people
relying
get
on us
eliminated.
to get rid of
You
your
know,
terror
People getting
organization.
neutralized, and you want to put your life in danger to come to the Middle East for what cause? You don't have any cause.
Because we
You know
love
what?
our home.
You have one priority
Because we
in your life
believe
at
in
the moment,
justice.
Mr. Green. I have to tell you that priority
Right. And that is
to find
Israel.
a partner, find a wife.
So my prior, well, I have.
Yes, you should find
partners.
a wife. Visa. I understand
But I
the other one.
already have
That's
one.
you. But
No,
maybe
she
you
didn't
can work
leave.
on yourself. Be a passport
Right,
pro. Go to
okay.
Mexico.
All right.
Get yourself a decent
Oh,
wife.
so-
Instead of being like a
Are you
fucking
doing
troll,
anything on this because
get
of the rape
yourself
in
like
Iran?
organized in life. Instead of being pro-genocide, pro-killing
Right.
baby, try to
Well,
be like
you know what I'm
a
from?
family of
I'm
yours.
against
You
the
know,
IRGC.
live like a normal life. I mean,
Are you with
what
me
kind
on
of
that,
life
Boria?
do you have?
Are you against the IRGC?
I don't understand. I mean, with you
No.
at this age, you must be the guy.
Are you
who
against
must
the
be
Iranian
sad, and you
fascist
must say,
jihadist
I
regime?
am Norm Green, a
I
film
am.
director. I'm the one who
Yes.
create a lot of stories
Yes.
in the past. I'm at this stage. I'm willing to
Yes.
share my life lesson with
Yes.
you guys.
That's
People
right.
do not kill. I mean, at the
Is
man
this
of
all
your
about?
age,
Are you saying all this stuff because of the rape?
coming from this.
I mean, just think, you know what? Just dream yourself that you coming to this stage as
Yes.
Norm Green and saying, look, I am a movie director, and I do not believe.
Are you saying all
I
this
do
stuff
not
because
believe
of
in
the
killing
rape,
babies.
Boria?
You can say, look,
Is this your way of trying to
Jewish.
distract yourself?
Yes, I am a Jew, but I do not agree with the Zionist regime's trying against the Palestinians.
You know what
I don't agree with their
I
trying.
do
Please do not think that the Jews are responsible for that. We are not responsible for the crimes happening by the Netanyahu and his gang. Imagine you come with this narrative, a man of your age, like, you know, you're 70 years old, you know, you're not like 40 years old kid, you know, you've already lived your life. You have already lived almost,
When do you
I would
think
say,
Israel is going to hit your nuclear?
85% of your life, maybe 10,
Right.
50% left.
When do you think Israel's going to hit
So
your
you have
Iran?
already lived all your life, your
By
childhood.
the way, I'm wondering, weren't you
Your
guys going to
teenage time is gone. Your youth time is gone. Adulthood is gone.
You're a retired man at the moment, and you.
I think the IRGC is gone for it.
What kind of wisdom are you going to share?
Do you agree with me?
Killing more baby? Is that
Or
wisdom that you have?
Do you think the IRGC
Is that something that you want to share for you?
Do you think that
legacy of
baby thing
yours?
is still working for you?
You honestly believe that at the age of 70, if you don't get it, do you really think you're going to get it in like years? I doubt it. I don't really think you're going to get it.
Okay. So do you think the IRGC is going to last for you? I think it's going down. What do you think?
Well, again, I might have my own opinion because I'm from the region, and to not have the opinion, you just have to listen.
I understand.
You just have to
What
say,
you-
can you
your
tell me
opinion?
about this? And I'm willing to share that with you, but when you come
Okay,
from
I wanna
my
hear it,
mentality,
Thomas.
I think I don't. You cannot think about this topic because
Okay,
you're
well,
not
I
from
can
the
think
region.
anything I want.
That's my
actually.
point.
See, we have
exactly
freedom
like
of
me
thought.
talking about New York.
Right.
I'm
In
not in this
Israel,
position to talk about New
I
York. I'm not from
understand.
New York.
I
So
understand.
you are from New York to
So
talk
when do
about
you think
New
it's
York
going to
only.
fall?
Yeah.
Do you think it's
It's
going to
like
fall
me talking
soon?
about the mayor of New York. Do you think the mayor of New York is going to fall? Who am I to say that? I'm not.
Well,
from
look
New
at
York.
the title
You know
of
what?
the
It's like
room.
you talking about Middle East. What do you think about the president of Turkey? What do you think about the Kurdish? What do you think about the Syrians?
Still
What do you
going.
think about Iran? What do you think about? Yes. Of course.
He's
we have
making
our
good
own
points.
thoughts.
No.
We might, like for example,
What's that?
I might not
I don't
agree
know.
with
He's
you.
like
He's
ranting,
from
raving
Middle East.
like a
You know,
crazy
this is family.
person
Something
standing
you
out
don't
the street
understand,
corner.
this is the
I
family
think he
problem
thinks
among
he's
the
in
Kurds,
Speaker
among the
Square in London.
among the Sunnis, Shia. At the end of the day, all these people with all these differences,
You know what set him off, Don? Is when we showed him about all the rapes in Iran.
Family, we get that. Yes,
I
sometimes
think
the
it's the
family,
rapes that really
you know,
bother him.
go above the board. We know that. Yes, it's a family. What can we do? But at the end of the day, they're all families. You are not part of the family.
Click
That's
on the
my
link
point.
at the
You
top
are not
of the
part
room.
of the family.
Right.
You're from New York. That's
What do you?
my point.
What is it you think you're
You
talking
are
about?
not part of the family in Middle East. You are from
I
New York.
see. Okay. I thought
With
there were a
all
lot
the
of different
problems that
families.
we have among ourselves, among the Persians, Turks, Arabs, Sunni, Shia, all of them.
Oh, you guys aren't fighting right now?
We are part of the same
Wait a
family.
second. I
We
thought
are
you
not
guys were
part
all
of the
fighting.
family. That's my
I thought you guys were all fighting. Am I wrong? So you're killing your own family? Why are you doing that? Who rapes their own family, Poria? That's really shocking to me. So we put two reports in the room about rapes in Iran, and Poria says we're all. I think it's tragic. So anyway, the question was, when do we think the RIGC is going to fall? What do you think, Don? Anybody?
I'm not getting involved in this anymore.
All right, you can talk. You can come up with another topic. Maybe he's burned out now from his little episode.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Huh?
They need a new kidney.
Well, you emptied the room, sorry.
New kidney.
See that?
You emptied the room.
You did a good job in that.
You broke Clubhouse.
Really? How come there's no
New kidney
moderator?
and a new liver. How much?
You scared them off with your ranting like a crazy person, sorry.
That's okay. Oh, there you go. You got the Rohan the Zionist down there. What else do you have? Oh my God! Come up, Rohan the Zionist. Come up and tell us what you have done today.
He's not okay, Rohan. He's been ranting like a lunatic for hours. Prostate exams at Israel, and Brooklyn, and pizza, and Manhattan, and New York, and mafia. He's been ranting like a crazy person. It's remarkable, actually. I might make another bag of popcorn. I already finished one bag of popcorn.
You need to finish a bag of pop. What's with the nasal voice of yours, Eldoma? Can you just make it work a little bit with
You
your
cannot possibly be
fucking
calling
your
somebody.
fucking tonality is disgusting. The way that you talk.
You can't possibly be calling somebody else.
Why not? I can hear it. You literally wreck my ear every time you open your mouth. I mean, you wreck
There's a
people's
lot of gay sex in your conversation, Soren. A lot of gay sex. You know what Freud would say? Freud would say you're a repressed homosexual. Or maybe you're not repressed.
Any other gay topics you want to bring up, Sarah? Nathan, I was asking when people thought the IRGC would fall. What do you think, Nathan?
How does he know he's fucking from Toronto? He's like 10 minutes away from fucking New York. He's like you, dumb. Why does he get it?
When do you think the
I covered
IRGC?
this topic with you one fucking
When do you think
1 hour.
When do you
still
think the
asking stupid questions.
When do you think the
No,
IRGC is
Monster
going to
and
fall?
TV is hilarious.
He's from Toronto.
You know
You're
so
from
much
New
about
York.
the Middle
You're
East.
not that far.
You know so much about
I
the
think
Middle
I
East.
know the
You're an
fucking
expert.
language. I know
Yeah.
I know the culture.
you?
How about you?
Do you?
You
Why
don't
did you
even
leave?
fucking speak Hebrew. You don't even fucking speak Hebrew.
Why did you leave?
You don't even fucking speak the language of the fucking
Okay,
planet.
remember, I
What
already
other language do you
said
speak?
that.
That's
What
a
I do
word.
with it.
That's a phrase. Apart from phrase.
אני לך מלך חי ותקיים שחסדרת בי נשמתי וכן לרע באמונתך. What was that?
That is pray.
Holy
That's
shit.
it's like asking
What
in
did it-
Indonesian.
okay, what did it mean?
You know what?
What did I say?
That is like Indonesian God pray in Quran. He doesn't know what it said, but still say it. This language is
Is that
Indonesian.
right?
So that's what you do. That's fucking what you do. You don't understand the language. You just pray. I didn't ask you to pray. I didn't ask you to pray. I asked you to speak the language. You're incapable of.
You're incapable?
Incapable of. You have a problem with me? Incapable of.
That was a tongue twister for you, wasn't it? You're a cute man, Storm.
Yes, you are too, little boy. With your
So
cat.
much.
How's your cat,
Thank you
by
so
the way?
much.
Did you feed your cat today or not?
What set you off, the rape thing?
No, I said, see how you steal your cat. You can feed your cat today.
What made you go off on your crazy mental breakdown? Was it the rape thing?
I don't think I'm going to respond to yes anymore.
Okay. Whatever you say. Are you ever going to be able to go back to Iran?
I can live in any places that I want around the world.
Will you ever be really?
Any crime in my life.
Is that true?
I can live anywhere I want. I've got all the means. I can travel. I can be anywhere. Unlike you. I've heard some stories about you, which I'm not going to share it, but I think you've got some restriction in traveling. That's what I heard.
Okay, well, where you didn't notice where I've been?
It's just a personal matter for you, but it seems that you need to notify the local authorities and you need to be away from certain schools, apparently. But I don't want to discuss that anything.
You mean those madrasas where they...
I don't know. It might be, I don't want to speculate, but there were some rumors about you, Mr. Green. I don't want to speculate, but, because I don't have any evidence. It's just a speculation of some people with some rumors about you that you have some restrictions about traveling. So I'm not very sure if it's accurate, but and I don't want you to discuss it with us because I don't care. But I've just heard some rumors about you that you have some restrictions in travel.
Is it the rape thing that set you off?
I don't want to speculate. You can, if you're willing to come, if you're comfortable, you can share that.
Soren, maybe we should travel to Damascus. What do you say?
Oh, it's going to be interesting. Nathan, when do you think the IRGC is going to fall?
Mashallah, sometime soon. We'll see.
Do you think it's going to be before Trump takes office or after?
No, after.
After?
It's going to be a little bit of a slow cook over there, yeah.
Do you think we're going to hit the nuclear sites before he takes office? Because we're still going to do it afterwards.
At some point, I mean, we might need to, yeah. I mean, we've punched, it's been a bad year for Iran, 2024. They've been punched in the dick so bad.
It's humiliating. I've noticed swords become much more frenzied.
Then I think I got kicked out there for a second. So now.
I still hear your voice.
Okay, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, they've been punched pretty badly.
Well, they've had their pants pulled down.
Yeah.
Swords been losing it lately. However he was before, it's much worse now.
Iran is like a dog, right? That is all bark and no bite. They do a lot of barking, but their bite is like a little chihuahua.
Like a paper tiger. I mean, yeah. And look at what happened. Look what Israel was. I mean, it's shocking. With the state that Israel is in now compared to where it was a year ago, it's just amazing to me.
Well, we're making the Middle East a better place.
It's miraculous.
Yeah, it's beautiful actually. In a weird way, October 7th was a blessing in a weird way,
Well, but except for the martyrs. They gave their lives to change the world.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for the Palestinian people, but I have to trust that they're going to be okay ultimately.
They will. They just need to repent. They need to repent from their anti-Israel wickedness.
I agree.
I think that area needed Zionism. Like, they needed Israel. They needed Israel. Even before 1948, I mean, before the early Zionist pioneers, that land was desolate. I mean, there's not a lot going on.
I agree.
We came there, we brought commerce, we brought development, we made the desert and the swamp bloom. Yeah.
So why did you move there? I mean, Nathan, it's time for you to move from Toronto.
I will eventually. I will.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might retire there.
Oh, you're not retired yet. Okay, it's a good idea actually to retire. Do it, please.
Well,
the Middle East needed Zionism, so
it did.
Yeah, and not only needed
the Jewish people. They don't need
it needed Israel. Baruch Hashem.
Yeah, we brought the blessings.
You brought the blessings. They said, "Boy, you were cursed in the history." Or what's the?
Well, no, we brought the blessings. Of course, it's just the only ones that get cursed are the ones that curse us, and the ones that bless us get blessed, right? Look at all the countries that blessed us, and they become cursed. The ones that curse us became cursed.
I think that's it.
That's it. That's what it comes down to.
Do you know what the poverty rate is in Iran, Nathan? I just looked it up.
No, I
30% cannot meet their basic
needs.
And they're spending all this money on military garbage like this, and now they've suffered this humiliating defeat. It's just the saddest story.
Yeah, like those.
I thought that they were smart. I really did. I thought the Iranians were smart.
The Iranian people are smart. It's their government that are stupid.
What happened to these freaking mullahs? Why are they in an apocalyptic death cult? Why do they want to bring about the 12th imam, the hidden imam in the mosque? What's wrong with them?
This is a shit.
Yeah, well, how about the evangelical Christian? Are you okay with that? Because they pay you money so they can come up with the God and Mag at the end of the world.
Well, we believe in Gog and Magog.
And you think it's okay? I mean, come on.
We believe in Gog and Magog. It's not just
I'm not talking about the evangelical Christian that believe all the Jews need to gather in one spot. And by the way, all of them need to die for their stupid prophecy.
Yes, they're willing to trade all the Jews for the one Jew that they want.
You don't have any problem with the evangelical Christian with that.
But you know why?
They pay you.
No, they're sincere. I do believe that they're very sincere, sweet people. And they really do believe in their Bible, and they really do believe in the Jewish people.
Christian are the worst. When I say Zionists,
no, they're very sweet people.
When I say I have a problem with the Zionists, I actually specifically mean the evangelical Christian, to be honest with you, not the Jewish Zionists.
Really, but for some reason, I don't know. God forbid, I don't really see Christian Zionist churches being attacked. But yeah, I see synagogues being attacked.
They are the worst. Trust me, the Christian Zionists are the worst. Not the Jews Zionists. They're okay.
What about the Muslim Zionists?
Oh, they're also worse. I mean, they're even worse than the worst.
You know what I'm talking about?
So again, the problem not the Zionists.
I asked him where he was from, and he said he's from the Middle East.
Yeah, I mean, the Jewish. I mean, if you're a Muslim and you're a Zionist, you become the worst of the worst. I mean, wow.
Could you believe that? He's still got some sort of a pretense about who he is and where he's from. Like anybody believes him.
Yeah, like the Saudis. You think the Saudis? I have respect for the Saudis, actually.
Yeah. They came to our aid when Iran tried to attack us. They came to our aid recently, right? With the part of the Iron Dome.
I think that was Jordan, Saudi. I think that was
Believe it or not, when the U.S. decided yeah, but when U.S. decided to invade, when U.S. decided to invade,
your English, Torrin?
When U.S. decided,
can I make a prophetic prediction for you?
Can I ask?
The more that Saudi begins to bless Israel, we're gonna see Saudi is gonna become a very powerful, very rich country.
I know.
And the more that Iran begins to curse Israel, the more it's gonna.
Yeah, but you know, it's quite funny. In 1990, when the Kuwait decided. Yeah, when the Kuwait
curse us are cursed, and those who bless us are blessed.
I got a question.
This is what I like, by the way, Nathan. This is what I like about the Sunnis and the Gulf states. They get it. You know, they got the memo, and they want to give
the UAE.
Yes.
Yeah, UAE.
Yeah, but when
It's like a
yeah, but when they decided to invade the Kuwait, the Saddam Hussein regime, and you know what? The first country that they come for help,
What is he talking about?
I'm talking about the Middle East, how the politics works in Middle
Corey,
East.
is
When
that
the,
true that you said in the other room that Iranian people all support Palestine and you sell gold to support the country? The people, is that true? Is that what you said?
the what? Sorry.
That sounds like something.
In the other room, I was in another room like an hour ago or so.
Yeah.
You were on the stage and you said that the Iranian people all support Palestine and they sell gold in order to support the people.
Well, I never. First things first. I haven't been to any other rooms. I've only been on these rooms. And
I
the guy said
was with them in another room, in fact.
there was no other rooms. It was only this room that I've been. But you said, well, I can tell you what my position is about that. Does all Iranians support Palestinian cause? The answer is no.
No tribal language.
First of all, okay, listen. Okay, I'm also Iranian, right? I have family living there. I have friends living there. That is not true. I mean, if you cannot like spread misinformation, Soren. It's not. This is not true.
He's a professional disinformation guy. What are you
No, again, fact. What did I say that it's in contrary to what you said? I said not all Iranians support the Palestinians. That's
Okay,
what I said.
can you correct yourself and say your sentence once again?
I never was wrong to correct myself to start with. I never made.
What happened?
What happened here? It's the room.
You're on your way.
The room. Just
God turned him into a pile of ashes.
Okay.
Sorry, you're right there.
You got cursed by Yahweh.
That's funny.
Okay, so can you? Sorry, I know what happened. You were moved to the audience. No, he's up already. I don't know what happened. He lost his mic or something. I don't know.
Sorry, you're gonna stop for a
Anyways,
second.
guys, listen. Okay, this is not true. All right. As I don't know what's your name. El Normo said. El Normo, that statistic you just mentioned, 30% below poverty line.
Yeah.
That is even worse. It's worse than that. Okay, that is the official Islamic Republic statistics, which you can never rely on. Just like the numbers with COVID, man. You know, apparently
It's a tragedy.
it is.
I want to
It's a
see this
tragedy.
beautiful culture. Everything, the food. I want
You should
people to
come
love-
to our room, my friend, and we can learn everything what you like. But this is not the right place because we have some people who not caring about other people's races, and they keep spreading stupid stuff. And like Soren, I think this guy is IRCG cyber soldier or something. So you should come to our room, and we would love to have you guys over.
What's your room?
Okay, I just want to point out that you said you care about Iranian people and you care about Iranian women, but under the same breath, you say that they should bomb Iran.
No, I said.
You said that.
They
I
got
was
the
in the
nuclear
room.
sites.
That
Yeah,
just
the
said
nuclear sites.
The nuclear.
bomb Iran.
The nuclear sites. Oh,
Sure.
Oh yeah,
so
like
not
they
to bother.
did in Gaza.
No one has the right.
No, like we already did it.
That's your wrong.
No, like we did
Like
it.
IRGC is a problem, so is IDF. It's
Yeah.
insane
You know what? I don't
to
mind
have
your opinion.
a
I have no
genocidal government to
Listen,
help overthrow another dictator.
we are here to
Our
help
problem
you.
is stronger than your problem, right? So if our problem
No, your problem is you're genociding people of Palestine.
No, that's not going to happen.
No, we're not here to
We would
And
never
it's
do such a
happening.
thing.
And
It's
y'all
not, my
see
dear.
that.
We wouldn't let it
It's
happen.
all over social media.
It's
You
not.
should be blind.
It's not.
not
I'm
to
not
see.
blind. Do you know how many combatants were killed? Want to know? 20,000. That's the current figure.
Yeah,
That leaves
20,000.
another 20,000 not
Who estimated that figure? IDF?
This is a combination of
And IDF
military
is
and IDF.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a
And now we're going to make a
genocidal,
hostage deal because
person.
they're afraid of what happens when
It's
Trump
so-
takes office. What?
It's so like.
Also a genocidal terror
And then we're going to rebuild Gaza, and we're going to keep the Nazi ideology out of it.
Well, you are the Nazi. You
No,
are
my
the
dear, we're not.
Nazi.
No,
and
we're
you're-
Jews, honey.
You're genocidal.
We're not
You're
genocidal.
killing thousands of you, 10,000s of people, tens of thousands.
Are you in?
We made a war against the
It's
terrorists.
not a war. It's a genocide.
It's legally and literally
It's
a war.
not a war.
It's-
it's a
Look,
genocide.
I'm sorry, but
And
there's
you're
actually
settling
definitions of the word.
illegally. The settlements are illegal
This is now you
by
change
the
the subject.
international law.
What are you
You
upset
either
about? Are you
respect international law or you don't.
okay?
You
Okay,
cannot.
this is what I'm going to tell you.
Every
Is
time it
when
fails.
you're fighting a terrorist, there's not much you can do to fight them until they're defeated.
Gentlemen, for those
And
of
that's
you
what,
who
and
are
that's what we're doing. And stop interrupting. So this is what we're doing. We're making every effort possible to preserve
Who are
life.
you to do anything? You're just a
We,
mouthpiece.
with the people who they
You're
attack.
not doing jack shit.
With the well, we're waging a war against terror. We
You're
took out
waging a
Hezbollah
war against children.
against Hezbollah.
Yeah, you're headshotting children. You're headshotting
It's sad that children are getting caught up in
toddlers.
it. Where do you want to? It's sad that children are getting caught up in it.
I agree.
And by the way,
I agree. And you saw what happened. We took out Hezbollah. Listen, the IRGC was occupying Lebanon. They're occupying
Well,
Syria.
right
they're
now,
occupying
IDF is
Yemen.
occupying Gaza and West Bank.
Yes, we are.
And part
Yes,
of
we are.
Syria
We're-
and Lebanon.
That's correct. That's
So
correct.
you're
And
hypocrite.
that's
You're talking about
absolutely right.
IRGC when you're doing tenfolds of that.
Well, we know what we're
You're
doing.
talking about rape.
adding
How
on
about
to
the
the
19-year-old who
We're
died?
kicking the IRGC
By the
out.
way,
Was raped to death.
if you really want to put a blame, if the IRGC wasn't doing what it was doing in the region, there would be no Gaza situation right now. There would be no
Israel was
Lebanon
occupying
situation.
that
Hamas. There would be no
way
Syria
before
situation right now with
IRGC
Assad.
even existed.
If Iran
Don't
was
blame
not,
IRGC.
if Iran was not doing what Iran does best,
Just IDF.
if Iran was not exporting its greatest commodity of terrorism all throughout the region, there would not be an issue.
Should not be in this situation today.
Yeah,
That's all goes back to Iran. Look, who was propping up Assad? How many of his own people did Assad kill? Assad killed 600,000 of his own Arabs.
Yeah,
He
it's
did
just,
it.
you can talk
And
about
he did-
other
and IRGC
dictator, but
paid
it
for
doesn't negate the fact that IDF
IRGC.
is killing innocent children.
They're not
toddlers
doing that.
in
They're not
Gaza.
doing that, honey.
You see that. You can say they don't
No, you
see
don't
that, but
see
we
it.
see the evidence is
You
there.
don't see the evidence.
I
honey.
see
You
the
make it up.
evidence. So
Honey,
does
show me the
ICJ
evidence.
and ICC.
Show me the evidence, honey.
Go read it. It's on the website of
I have read it, and I know that it's not
International
happening.
Criminal Court.
Okay, it's not happening.
Why you calling her honey? What is it?
Because that's how I'm talking.
Because he's condescending piece of shit.
No, don't do that, Al.
Sorry.
Don't do that, Al. That's not nice.
Norma, is it for Arabian Gulf?
You just shut the fuck up, Soren, for a second. So, El, we don't talk like that with ladies.
Honey
And
is a
please
nice
don't do
term.
that.
No.
Honey is a nice
When you
term.
talk like this, when you
Yeah,
when you use that
he's
voice,
condescending. He's a condescending piece of shit.
This is the same voice I've been using the whole
Okay,
time.
listen, no, listen. I mean, are you kidding me? Come on.
He
I'm
called
grown.
her
What's the
Arabian Gulf subject. Do you
Listen.
have the problem with that?
Can you finish your sentence before closing your mic? I cannot hear you, Soren.
Yeah, Soren, you gotta speak with his.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, listen, I hear a bunch of justification here from both sides. I understand that. But when you say we, like, are you part of the Israeli army or something? When you say we, I want to make that clear.
We have served in the idea.
He's lying. He's American, lives in New York.
Okay.
I have family currently in Israel right now.
Okay, so listen, right now,
And you're white, dude. You're white. You're not. At least I'm from Iran.
So what race are you?
My ethnicity is Middle Eastern.
Okay. And
What's
so
your
what-
ethnicity?
American from
You're
My
Ashkenazi Jew.
ethnicity is
Because
Jew.
you're white.
My ethnicity is Jew.
You're white,
That's
dude.
what. How do you? What does white
What does
mean?
white even have to do
What
with
does
it?
white mean?
That's
What
for
color are you?
You are
What?
white.
What? And white's a color.
It
What
means
color is
you're
Middle
European.
East?
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, and you're
I'm
Aryan.
from Europe.
By the way, if you're part, you're Aryan. You're Aryan. You're the original Aryan.
Difference between the
You're the Indo-Europeans. So what is
My
this? What are we
point
talking
is,
about?
your grandfathers
There's
were
no,
born
there's
in
no
Europe.
racial difference between
So
the
does
Jew
your
and an Arab.
grandfather's
We're literally
grandfather. They
cousins.
were all living in Europe.
That's incorrect.
Killing
That's
people
incorrect.
who were living in Palestine.
We're killing the people that attacked us.
Just because your God said so.
No,
Which
it's not
is
because of
insane.
No, it's not because of
If religious fanatic is wrong,
This app is
it's wrong
freaking
for
out.
every
We're killing
religion,
the people
not
that
just
have
Islam.
our hostages, and that will continue until we get them back. And that's fair. And we would do the same for you, and you would do the same for your people.
You just said they should bomb Iraq. So don't give me that
Only the
bullshit.
nuclear site.
Not only that,
Only the
listen, not
nuclear
only
site.
that, he also
What we
told her
want to do is help the Iranian people throw off this
We don't need your help.
regime.
We don't
Okay,
need
fine.
your help.
That's
We
not what the
didn't
people
ask
have
for your
said.
help.
So normally,
El Normo also called.
Who's mute? What's going?
He's been having a mental breakdown for days.
Can you call golf Persian golf as an internet?
It's insane.
Sorry, your mute button broken or something.
No, there's something going on in his mind. He's been having like an episode or something.
Yes, the condescension again.
You know what the
Yeah.
You're
problem is
such a
that
great person.
He's been shrieking for
Guys.
hours.
Or if you're really done.
Just a sec.
What?
My point is, IRGC is a problem, so is IDF.
IDF is
You
the
cannot
solution.
justify what
one
IDF
thing,
does.
Hey, John.
Hey, Walter, how's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain. You know, I got a roof over my head.
Yeah, but a lot of lawyers are doing that now. They're robbing people's properties.
Yeah, they're trying to force me out to liquidate
Why?
because I bought a house in 08, and then it foreclosed, and I didn't appeal the foreclosure or contest it. So this law firm, Dick O'Neill, repetitioned the debt and got a judgment against me for $300,000. So they garnished my wages, and they've they're taking my rent. So so I have to file Chapter 13.
Wow. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah, license to steal, man. License to fucking steal.
Did you have a lawyer to countersuit that?
No, I didn't.
Fuck. You should have your property in the trust so they can't touch you.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
You know, you should get some lawyers.
But
This fucking art lawyer, Harry's good at fucking houses and all that stuff.
I emailed him. He never emailed me back.
No? How
No.
long ago?
A month ago.
What? That's messed up.
Maybe I didn't ask him the right way.
You got his phone number?
No.
I should give him what email address did you use?
I think the Chicago movie director at Gmail or something.
That's the wrong one.
No, I mean my email. I'd have to go to my other computer to find out what email I sent it to.
Like this, they're in cahoots. A lot of lawyers are doing that. They steal people's properties. They don't tax liens. They're gangster properties. That's where their bread and butter is at.
Yeah, I gotta find a bankruptcy attorney, basically. I mean, I could call Peter Francis Geraci.
Yeah,
That's who I'll probably end up calling.
yeah, but you're gonna have how much debt? Because they can't touch you with debt, I don't think. 'Cause
I
you
have
never
to.
have the property.
If I want to keep the property, and then it'll take me 5 years to get the lien taken off,
Shit.
which is essentially 50 grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you try to gun you when you don't have the property no more?
They never should have given me the property to begin with because of this judgment. Like, the underwriter shouldn't have given me the fucking loan, because part of the loan process is, do you have any outstanding judgments? And I did have an outstanding judgment. I didn't know it, though.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know. If I was a lawyer, I would sue everybody and draw everybody into court and say, okay, what are we gonna do? We gotta whack it up. You know, what are you gonna pop in because you committed fraud? You committed this violation of the housing, urban, this and that. I mean, they're putting all the weight on me, which is bullshit.
No, you need a lawyer to fight back. They won't listen to you.
I know the judge. I got lucky though, because they sued my tenants, and I wanted to get my tenants out of here anyways. My tenant hated the judge so much. She's like, that motherfucker. He told me, I bet you can't move out of your fucking house in a week. You owe me the money. She's like, oh, I do? Fuck you. So she fucking left.
What? That's some weird stuff.
She was already whacked, but I'm pro-Trump, and I've been screaming Trump, Trump, Trump for like the past 6 months. So when she's moving out, she's like, I said, well, it's possible I could rent the unit to a nonprofit. She's like, well, Trump is going to get rid of that, so good luck.
No, he's not. He's not get that. He's in on it. He's for money, business. Right? John?
What?
He's about a business. He's a businessman, Trump.
Yeah, but he still has to answer, he's going to answer to his special interest. There's a lot of people around him that are going to make a lot of money, and Trump isn't going to be he's not the cheapest guy in the world. He's not going to cut spending, man. He just won't. He will not cut spending. He might raise revenue, but the problem is we have to cut spending.
Yeah, that's true, but you know who's in a lot of money after this? Elon Musk. Because he got government contracts, a lot of money. In the future, he's going to use Starlink to hook up to his new phones. That's what the whole game plan is. He's going to be the next Howard Hughes and stuff.
Yeah.
He's already is. He's going to hook up his Starlink here. It's going to be legal. And then he's going to have his own phone company where he can charge people lower than everybody else. Then he corner the market. That's what he's going to do. If he says $50 a month, it's like you get internet service for your house, blah, blah, blah. Starlink, wireless, and all this crazy stuff. They're going to push that. And he's going to push it in Chicago, Illinois, to see free internet or whatever goofy stuff, and people are going to bite into it. Am I right? John?
I mean, listen, he's going to make all his money from the government on those rocket ships. He's going to make billions. He owns like 50% of that company, and it's worth like, 200, 300 billion. So he's today, they announced that he's worth like 500 billion now.
He's going to be the first trillionaire after this government contracts. He's going to get the biggest contracts. Because he's going to take care of the Starlinks that's a big government contract. You don't get so much government contracts for 4 years, or maybe a longer contract for 10 years. You're gonna make money.
Yeah, well, he stuffs himself with a steak with butter every night.
I could eat steak every time, but with butter and butter. You know, do I choose to? No. But they're overpriced at these places. You know, they want to cut your steak and then take a couple pieces out of it. These guys.
Dude, there's this. I gotta take you to this Jordanian restaurant near me. They just opened up. It's called Jarash Kebab. There's one on Dempster too in Skokie, but just fabulous chicken shawarma, beef shawarma, yellow rice, baba ganoush, hummus. It's so good.
I think I know those people because they had a place by my neighborhood. They called. Fuck. What's the name of the place?
Are you talking about
Used to be in my neighborhood.
Baba Al Salam on Cumberland?
No, it used to be one on Grand Avenue, Neva. They love sports. They love all that stuff. I'm like, I see this stuff going on in front of me, a lot of stuff. I thought it was like normal to me, man. For real.
What are you talking about?
Everything. Women, selling women's ass, everything. It's like, fuck, I think this shit is normal to me. It does.
Yeah, but that shit is historical. It's always been happening. It's never ever not been happening.
I see so many people in that stuff, Romanians. That old guy, fuck, he had a club by me, fucking got booze for him. The thing I find to know is Jordanians, because they had yellow rice, shish kebabs, it was good. It was like yellow chicken.
Yeah. They don't do the. Maybe they do the yellow spicy chicken. I think isn't that more Indian?
No, it's theirs. They put yellow spice on their chicken, shish kebabs. Cause I ate it there, and they give me the pita, the chicken, the rice, yellow rice was good with vegetables mixed with the rice. It was good. You know. What do they call that club? Jerusalem or something? They had a club.
I mean, there's Jerusalem salad.
See how I know this from? You speak Arab or no?
Just a little bit.
Well, give Halak.
Kif Halik.
You know what I said?
Yeah, how are you doing?
What about Dafal Masadi?
No.
You don't know what it is? Give me money. Masadi. Majnun. Habibi. They always call each other Habibi and stuff.
Yeah. They're good people. I like Arabs.
They're funny. You know, a lot of them like mechanics. My buddy's there from Jordan, who's from Cicero in Chicago, had a mechanic shop there. They got this weird book, like a yellow book, like Arab book, they call it. Like the yellow pages. And then they're big. His last name is Ghanayim. That was his last name. And they got those yellow pages, like all their businesses and all that.
Yeah.
Always like swear at them, like Shamuta means bitch. You know? I mean, I know a couple words. Dumak, Zebi, some swear words and all that. It's funny. So, did you use that property as collateral for that house or no?
No.
then they cannot touch you over there.
Yeah, it's my only property, so they can't force a sale as long as I pay the mortgage.
Well, you don't own the other property,
No, I lost it to foreclosure.
so why you gotta be banged on the amounts?
Because the difference that it sold at auction versus what was owed on the mortgage was like 150,000, and they doubled it to like 300,000.
You gotta have documentation stating that.
I know. I did. I filed motions to dismiss and motions to discover, but they don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. They do not give a fuck.
That's why you need a lawyer doing that stuff. Good one.
Yeah, but these good lawyers are like, I'm not gonna do nothing unless you give me $3,000.
Well, I'll tell you serious.
Yeah, dude, these guys are criminals. They're criminals on both sides of the transaction.
Yeah, 'cause he makes money. He tried to take the property. He probably bought the property, that lawyer. And he
No,
wants the
no, they bought my debt for pennies on the dollar. In fact, they don't even pay for it. They just collect and they get a commission on whatever they collect. But they don't even have to buy the debt.
Yeah, there's a firm that does that. I forgot the name of the firm. The firm buys, you could buy anybody's debt and just funnel that shit for pennies on the dollar. That's bullshit, I guess. It's a fucking pyramid scheme.
Yeah, it is. They fucked me real good. I never should have fucking bought this place. I never should have bought the other place. If I never would have bought a place, I'd have fucking hundreds upon hundreds. I might be a fucking millionaire if I never would have bought a house. These houses are fucking scams.
Well, what kind of work you do?
What?
What kind of work you do?
I've been doing project management, opening and closing offices for the federal government for the past 4 years, 5 years.
Well, that's big money now. So
I don't have the money anymore.
what? Come on.
They took the money. They emptied my checking account.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's stupid shit.
Dude, this is stuff, man. These lawyers and judges are criminals. If you fuck up, they got your ass.
That's why you gotta put in other people's names and shit.
I know.
Man, they goose you Greek style.
I know. I gotta find somebody who's gonna let me, do my banking with them. Yeah, maybe Max. I could trust him. What I need really is somebody to just give me a check every month. Then I just go cash the check at the bank down the street. But they gotta take my monthly rent. Yeah, I need a property manager.
How big is the property? Big?
No, it's how many bedrooms? 4 bedrooms, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9 bedroom, 5 bath.
How many apartments?
I'm just doing the rooms. It's like contiguous.
Get cash money from that shit.
Yeah, I know. But some people can't pay cash.
Cash is king.
I know. You want to rent here? You gotta pay me with the king. Well, let's get together soon. Let's go to this shawarma place. So I'm so confused because that fucking what's his face? He dropped out, and now he's still doing the same thing. He's still organizing Republicans.
Cool.
Aaron Del Mar.
He's funny. He's a salesman. He is.
Yeah.
Half these guys are salesmen. I already know what they're doing. It's bad. We could figure everything out. Who's strong? Who's a good person for governor? I already know who's the strongest candidate. Todd Ricketts is the strongest candidate. Because who are they going to have? Aaron Del Mar run for governor?
No.
He's going to lose.
Yeah, he'll lose.
You know, are these people high? It's done. You know, we almost turned the city of Chicago red, Illinois red. We almost turned this whole
I know.
place red.
The state of Illinois, 44% vote Republican, but the legislature in Springfield is 89% Democrat. So the state is totally underrepresented for Republican. And the time is now to like flip the state red. Like that should be the goal, is to like turn the state red, get rid of the mayor, get rid of the governor, get rid of all the Democrats in Springfield, and just totally flip the state. Because did you know that every 80 cents on every dollar that gets paid out to pensions is borrowed from Chase Bank, Bank of America, etc.? 80% of the pensions, they got to borrow it.
Where's where's the revenue coming from?
Taxes, income
Yeah,
tax.
but we should have the tollways, not sell it. We should own them.
Yeah, when
It's
I
a
was
money maker.
well, when I was younger, I looked into the tollways, and they got billions and billions in treasury in bonds, and just tons of money. They don't need to keep it going. It's a scam. Just open the fucking turn it off. Turn the fucking transponders off. Stop charging people to use the fucking highway.
They know it's too much money to be made here. You know, it's a lot of money flowing.
Well, there's also going to be a big business for when Trump starts getting rid of illegals.
Oh yeah, they're going crazy. Oh.
He said that today they're revoking ICE's ability, and they're allowing ICE to go into churches, into facilities. So all of these hotels, all of the schools, all the churches, they're all going to get raided.
That's good, actually.
He's going to take the Standard Club out first. That's going to be his first target. They're going to go into the Standard Club and arrest every person in the Standard Club.
What's that Standard Club?
It's downtown, Dearborn and Jackson, and it used to be like a country club, and there's like 1,000 Venezuelans in there.
Oh my God, destroy them.
Huge crime problem. But the owner of the club has made a fortune. It's like the best tenants he's ever had.
Yeah, but they gotta go, these fucks.
Bye-bye.
We should send them somewhere else.
Yeah, on a bus back to the border. Bye-bye.
No, to Africa or somewhere. Run with the tigers and lions.
No, you send them back to their fucking country of origin.
Yeah, but those guys don't even let them.
Yeah, but so what? You take a plane, you fucking land it, you kick them off, you fly the plane back to fucking Chicago.
Yeah, I bet you they want to give us gas.
And if
we
they
land there, they probably won't even give us money for the fucking plane.
No, they won't. And if they cause us any problems, we'll send a fucking fighter jet over there and blow their fucking airport up.
We should. Venezuelans. But they got the fucking Russians over there, Chinese.
And the Iranians, yeah.
What the fuck? Why we having the Chinese at his inauguration?
I don't
Are
know.
we high or what?
I'm smoking weed.
Are they our new masters, the Chinese?
No, man, they're fucking awesome people. They fucking gave us everything. Without them, we wouldn't have shit in this country.
Come on, get out of here.
I mean, I saw a video today of a Chinese robot passing out menus at a restaurant, and everybody looks well to do, and they're all healthy, and they're all like living their best life. I mean, China is doing so much better than America. America is, it's like collapsing.
No, I think it's also sad. They're carrying us.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, philosophically, they're smarter than us. Mathematically, they're smarter than us. Scientifically, they are. Scientifically, are you serious? You think we can do what they can do? We can't do what they do. All of Apple's phones are made in China.
But it's very easy to make. You got robots making those phones.
Yeah, slave children.
Those American companies.
Slave children with tiny little fingers.
See, you just answered your own question. They're infiltrating in our culture. They're having all these things, Shong like Ni Hama, Shishi, Ni Hawa. They're showing this shit. They're pushing their culture little by little.
Yeah, but do you even know what, the richest cities in China? Do you know how much the average person there makes? Do you know how big their cities are? Like they're the future. They're the biggest country on the planet. 1.5 billion people.
Yeah, but what city is the richest one in China?
I saw a thing about it yesterday or 2 days ago.
Hong Kong?
No, I'm just saying there's like 400 million middle class people. In America, we only have like 150 million middle class in this country. So they're technically 3-4 times the size of us in terms of middle class.
Yeah, but we built them up.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because there's only this thing called the now. So why do we suck? Why do we tax ourselves to death? And why are they only growing, richer?
Okay, there's a Chinese secret.
They don't tax themselves to death.
No, there's a Chinese secret. I'll tell you.
Turtle soup?
No. Us Americans, we look at things short term. The Chinese look at things long term. Very long term.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 847834688 is not available. At the time.
Here we go, the money here. And then it recycles. The money recycles.
Yeah, but we're not in the recycling industry. This country's fucked, Walter. The property taxes are out of control. People are paying $7,000, $8,000. Now they're being asked to pay $13,000, $14,000, $15,000, $16,000, $20,000. Gas is up. And the price for gas is crazy. This people's gas is a scam, man. They are ruthless. They're ruthless. You can't take a hot shower unless you're spending fucking $400 a month. What the fuck? It's a scam, dude. They told me they're going to cut my gas off if I don't open an account. I'm already paying for 2 gas accounts here, but the main one for the boiler, that's like $400 a month. And I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to pay $400 a month to heat this house. I'd rather just get a space heater. But the thing is, it's connected to all the other gas lines. So if they cut off the main gas, they turn the gas off for all the fucking water heaters. So
It'll be a bigger problem.
they force me to fucking pay for the heat, which sucks. It sucks, dude. If I can't afford it, man, I cannot afford this place. I need to go back to work just to afford to fucking pay for my heat in the winter. It's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. You gotta do it. They're gouging you like maracas. Well, tell them to make cash payments for your rent.
That's what I'm gonna.
Not chance.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. The problem is, if I file bankruptcy and I don't declare that income, then I'm committing a felony. I don't want things to get even worse. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather be fair and honest, but I can't rent my place up when I do the Chapter 13 because I won't be able to collect the rent. People will be living with me, but I won't be able to get their fucking money. And meanwhile, I got to do everything I got to do for this fucking place. It's easier just to keep it empty and not let anybody get the fucking money.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be goosing off. That's fucked up, man.
I know, it's fucking life is so crazy, man. I wish I could go back in time and be like, not doing this, not doing that, not doing this, not doing that, not doing this, not doing that.
Yeah, but you can't represent yourself. Get $3 grand would have been better, and then they gotta guarantee you something. These lawyers.
There's no guarantees, dude. At the end of it all, the judge and the asset manager, I can't remember whatever they call the person that does the assets. Anyways, at the very end, even if you pay and you never miss a payment, they could say we still don't believe you. We still don't believe you, and we're still asking for more money. And you're like, whoa, you guys are violating the terms of the bankruptcy. And they're like, no, we're not. And you're like, yes, you are.
You need a lawyer. Because there's acts maybe in place. You gotta look them up. There's bankruptcy acts or some shit. You have to follow it.
It's all boilerplate at this point. They try. My friend who does bankruptcy, he told me it's like a whole auditing. So like your numbers have to match up. They do like a very thorough forensic accounting. And if your numbers don't match up, they will not give you the bankruptcy. They look at all your tax returns. They look at your bank accounts. They look at everything they can find and do like a very, calculated analysis. And they get the exact number that they think you have,
So you have no bank accounts, you got no money.
I got nothing in the bank, yeah.
Well, put the property in trust.
It can't. There's a lien on it already.
Oh, how much?
$300,000. What I owe them.
Damn, fuck.
If I sell the place, they might get like $100,000, but that doesn't clear the debt. I'd have to file Chapter 7, which is a total liquidation, which is, then I'd lose the property. But I'll never get a property like this ever again. It's like impossible because A, I can't get the VA loan again. B, I got such a great rate, and I don't have to pay property taxes.
You gotta pay my property taxes?
No, I got the 100% VA discount.
Oh, damn. See, how long were you in there for the military?
5 years.
Damn. What were you? 4, 5?
Yeah, it was a 4 or 5, and then I was an 01.
Officer?
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. That's as far as I went as lieutenant. My best friend now is a colonel, so I'm just like, man, I wish I would have stayed in. These guys are like leading the Pentagon, leading all the cyber warfare. You know how much money my friends are making? I'm like, ugh, they're all millionaires.
Damn.
I can't pay my fucking mortgage.
What was your MOS?
11 Bravo Infantry, and then I got commissioned in intelligence.
Oh my God, they want people intelligent. Wow, they want people intelligent.
It's mostly linguistics.
Yeah, shit traveling, right?
Huh?
Logistic is stuff traveling everywhere. Transport.
No, not logistics, intelligence.
Oh, what's that? Something else?
Yeah, linguistics. It's like translation work.
Oh, okay.
But they got all this AI software now. There's no such thing as intelligence. You know what intelligence is? You got to go with the infantry and you got to fight with them because that's all you really are when you're in the army. You're just a fighter.
Marines and that. That's crazy.
I didn't want to die over there. I know a lot of people that died over there. A lot of young people.
Where?
Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, my buddy was in Iraq. He got some Saddam Hussein money.
You
Wanna
got the
get some
dinars?
more. Yeah, I got some.
Yeah, that shit's cool.
I want to get some more from him. Because I know a lot of guys, even Chicago cops, when they're snipers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, my friend was a Chicago cop, and he became like the viceroy of like Eastern Baghdad, and he was negotiating with like Pakistani Taliban, local Taliban. He was like the negotiator for all the tribal people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew a couple of them. They were snipers. They go back and forth. I knew some guys were intel. They went to Israel. They showed me a picture. The guy's head got blown off. His eyes were still open. Yeah. I seen a lot of stuff. I'm like, I'm not even in the military. I seen all this shit.
Do you think Trump is going to go to war with the Mexican narco terrorists?
They're already here.
I know, but he's going to attack them here, and then he's going to attack them there as well.
I got more intel. I mean, if he wants intel, because it's fucking south side. The ports, we got a port on the south side. That's the biggest drug cartel hub in Chicago.
Was it
Polish, huh?
a trucking port?
No, there's a boat port, and they put everything in crates. The Polish runs all that logistics and that port, you know?
Mm.
So they're shipping fucking everything. Back then, I was hanging out with this one guy. He was up in there, like chop shops next to Grand and Central. I'm like, what the fuck? He's talking about human trafficking 20 years ago. I'm like, what the fuck? How much it costs? I took the ass to $5,000. So they want to box him out of the fucking trade. The Mexicans want to control the trade, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was like Eastern European and Polish used to run human trafficking back then. But I can't believe that the chop shop was by Grand and Central. I was there a couple times. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know? Have the cars. I mean, they knew when they got closed up. So they have like a bunch of tow trucks to take all the cars out of there. You know? I seen a lot of shit. In Chicago, there's underground dentists, underground doctors. What are you doing now?
I know. I saw how much there's a Mexican dentist by me. He charges $85 for a regular cleaning, but then like $600 for the deep cleaning. And the deep cleaning, they use this tool that like has these little scratchers, and it has like this white powder chemical, and man, it really does fucking clean your teeth. But that machine, that's what they charge, the $600 for.
Hey, but I'm telling you, there was houses, the dentists. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen this shit before, you know?
Cash business. They don't fucking pay. They don't pay taxes. There's a lot of dentists that don't fucking pay their fair share of taxes.
I mean, I knew crooked doctors, file prescriptions before. I'm like, what the fuck? I could get pills up the ass, morphine, drugs. I could get all that shit, you know? Like, what the fuck? You know, I was like, I know a lot. Then this girl I knew, she was on a crime story recently about the Brown's Chicken Massacre.
Really?
Some other, yeah. Those people are in jail. They're not the real people, man. Jail. Everybody thinks, oh, man, I know more stuff than meets the eye, man. They just play it cool, man. You know?
Yeah.
You know, what the hell people think, you know? I can make a book or a story. I can't. You know, what I see, what I've been around. People think, you know, this guy making shit up, you know?
Well, that stuff does well on YouTube. I mean, there's like all these like famous gangsters that have like created YouTube accounts, and they like, you know, a lot of them are passing on, and but they record their life stories.
We know Kirk Calabrese. Alright? You know, through the grapevine. You know, Emerald Park right here, Outfit City. Because who do you think is the boss?
No, I have no idea.
You know, it's supposed to be my buddy's father. My buddy's dad is supposed to be head of it. He's all there, you know. I'm like, what?
It's not like how it used to be. Everything is basically completely you know, it's like internet crime now is like the new mafia, and all these Bitcoin people, like they have made so much money. It's crazy.
I met people with these social media companies. Todd Ricketts and them, I seen him, but I met Tim Scott is cool. Met Alfred guys. It was like, I can't believe it. It's like, this one guy, he's long gone, so I could talk about him. His name is Chicky. He owned like a gambling thing. Been close to your house.
Jefferson Park.
Yeah, he owned the place over at Chicky.
I went to a really cool underground casino during the pandemic in I think Morton Grove.
I probably know who runs the fucking place.
It was like a fake tailor shop, a fake suit shop in the front, and in the back it was like a big casino.
I probably know who runs it.
It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, man, how the fuck do you guys not like get noticed at night having all these cars in the parking lot? Like, you know, like what the it's so fucking hard to pull this shit off. I mean,
who's running it over there? The Italians or the Greeks?
Who did I go with? I can't remember who took me. I think it was probably my Arab. I think they were Indians actually. Indians or Arabs?
And there's Indian gangs. They're fighting the Pakistanis. I always fuck with them. Yeah, you guys belong to the Tigers and shit. It's one of their gangs and shit. They always fight the Pakistanis up there. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So I like to go like neighborhoods. There's Greek places, coffee shops. You got gambling and shit. They love that fucking one game. Those diamonds and shit. Look at the old Kamen or something. What's it called? The oldest fucking game in the world. Backgammon.
Mahjong?
No, backgammon.
Oh, Shashbash or whatever that is. The dice and the chips.
You got the dice and you got the chips. You put those diamonds or something. Or those arrows on the board. I don't know how to
Talk
play
about
that
darts?
shit. No. I could play darts, but they play that game, the oldest game in the world. And they're always calling each other Malakas over there.
I used to say to our janitor, he was Greek. I would say, hey, Malaka. He'd be like, Malaka.
Yeah, they always know fucking same shit. I think. It's funny, the whole melting pot of Chicago. I seen you could buy any stuff on the north side. Cheap hats, cheap jerseys for nothing. You know? There's all these cheap places to buy shit.
Yeah.
We get,
There's a lot of wholesale shops over here.
there's a lot of them up there. One over there with my buddy by the Greens. You know,
Yeah. On Montrose or on Lawrence.
I think Lawrence or Devon, all that.
Yeah. I went in there one time and I was like, yeah, I want to buy these. He started laughing at me. He's like, you got to buy 100 pieces at a time. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, oh, you fucking asshole. Motherfucker. I told him, I was like, you got to let me buy these sample pieces so I can fucking try to get some orders. He's like, no, you buy 100 or we don't sell. Go. I was like, motherfucker.
No, I'll tell him I'll buy 20 pieces now, fucker. You know.
It's all stupid shit, but it's shit people buy. I mean, but
There's a lot of counterfeit shit. Fucking Philippines had it. So many people had all this counterfeit clothes and shit.
have you ever been to Archie's on what street is that? Is that the Devon?
No, I've never been there.
Archie's is like an antique shop. They buy and sell gold coins, gold bars, silver, shit like that.
I had a Nazi coin back then.
Was it silver or gold?
No, it looked like it was gold.
Maybe it was
What?
copper.
Huh?
Could have been copper, who knows? But if you had a gold Nazi coin, those are really rare.
No, it was like gold, but I don't know if it was copper. I think it was gold, but the guy fucked me over, I think. You know, at the coin shop, I was young and shit.
So there's,
Kept that.
you know, people put up these like flyers that say we buy World War II, World War I antique memorabilia, call 312, you know. So there's a lot of like veterans, you know, that are in the area and like they do have like World War II stashes sitting in their basements. So
A lot of Nazis came to Chicago.
yeah.
Motherfuckers.
But what I'm saying is if you can, you know, find them and they want to do an estate sale, oh my God, you could find a lot of money in World War II antiques.
No, this person I know has a nice gun. It was a parade gun. I want it so bad, but I want so much for it. Oh my God, that was from Heim Himmler. His parade gun was nice as fucking.
Did it have pro? Was it a pro grip or something?
Gold engraving was fucking beautiful.
That'd be
You
cool.
want too much money? $250 for that motherfucker?
There's this Polish woman near me who does paintings. She has a gallery. She's been doing it 70 years. She's like early 80s. She started it like 70 fucking years ago. She's been there 70 years. So I realized that like she's probably like technically helping people do money laundering and doing tax write-offs because she sits there and writes out all her receipts, you know. So people probably use her as like a way to do charity deductions.
What kind of pieces does she do? Her own or?
No, like some well-known European artists, a lot of local artists, but people also use her as a broker. So like they'll bring in their fancy artwork and then she'll like sell it in the store. So
she's pretty hooked up with the Polish over there.
Yeah.
This one guy told me you need a license or you need proper paperwork. You can't bring nothing from there to here. I'm like, what? Fucking ship anything on a crate if I want to.
yeah, and these people fucking go back and forth. You could put anything in a fucking Polish airplane.
Yeah, I could ship it in a crate. Yeah, look up my fucking roots in Poland. I have strong roots, man. There's one lady who helped out a lot of kids during World War II, Jewish kids, man. It's fucking cool, man. She lived like old age. I mean, how come they didn't give them arms and shit? Bro.
Yeah, dude, the Poles got fucked. World War. I don't know what were the Poles doing during World War One.
They fought back, but there was a fucking deal they made, a stupid deal. They fucking gave all their arms up. Fucking idiots. I was pissed off. I read it and I'm like, I can't believe it. But Poland should be armed up to the T. No.
Yeah, the moment you give up your guns, you're fucked.
I ain't give up my shit at all. I want to go actually shooting my big stuff. People are like, oh, you can't have it. Fuck you. They have whatever I want. They gotta have a bazooka with me. I could probably bought one. I could have bought one. And
Yeah.
Cash, right place, right time. Go buy one.
Yeah, there's.
We're selling them like hotcakes, man.
Yeah, I did the carry conceal permit, but I never went through with it, and I never sent it to the sheriff or whatever.
I got mine.
Yeah, I didn't do it, but I would still like to own like a 38 snub nose or something for home protection. You know, I don't need to carry it with me.
Those are nice weapons.
Yeah, if you have something you want to sell, or if you know somebody that has something they want to sell, like I'd buy it.
Or you just get your paperwork. You do it.
I don't think I want to do paperwork. I'd rather just do a private sale.
Oh. Yeah, that'll be nuts, man.
Can't you?
One shooting.
Oh yeah, I was in the army. I'm a good shot.
I want to go shooting soon.
I don't know. Like I don't really even. Yeah, I would like to buy a gun and then take the gun shooting. You know, so I know that it fucking how it operates and feels. It's always a surprise, you know, when you get a big kickback. But these new guns are like amazing. I mean,
Don't give no kickbacks. These new guns.
yeah, I know. There's no kickback. It's just unbelievable.
Oh, the shape of the gun. I got a J-frame shape gun, 38. Feels good. There's no kickback. And I shot a 357 the same day. Nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought 357 got more kick.
Mm-hmm.
Then I shot 9s, AK, ARs, shotguns, same one crazy one.
Yeah. I shot a shotgun pistol called a Torag. And shit, I was like, holy fuck. Like, it almost flies out of your hand every single shot. It's just like almost impossible to keep a grip on it. And because the grip is kind of like small.
It's not good. You need a longer grip.
Yeah, it's not like full buckshots or whatever. It's like smaller shotgun rounds, but that gun is, you know, damn, that thing will fuck somebody up and scare the shit out of them. But that's the kind of gun you could like shoot through your door and just keep blasting. Like it just fucking will just.
I don't want no shotgun. I seen what it does. Oh my god.
Such a mess. Yeah.
Big. Fucking. I shot 3 rounds and didn't budge me. I boom, boom, boom. Didn't even budge me. I seen all the holes. I'm like, holy shit.
My old apartment building. You ever been to 5441 Northeast River Road, the Pavilion Apartments?
Yeah, I've been there.
So my neighbor, I wish I remembered his name. He was such a goof. He got drunk one night and he shot his gun in his apartment and shot through the window in his apartment into the parking lot.
Oh, fuck.
And so he knew that, like, well, I guess he had service done, you know, in his unit or something. And they're like, what the fuck happened to your window? And he's like, I'm really sorry, guys. You can't say anything, though. Because if you fucking say something, like, they're going to call the police and then there'll be a whole report. He's like, you guys got to help take care of this window. You know, like, I'll give you $200, please. And they're like, we got you. We got you.
Break the window down and see nothing happened here.
Well, those windows are like very difficult to repair, you know. I'm sure they could do it, but Anyways, he got lucky because he was scared shitless. He thought he was gonna get arrested.
All the crazy stuff we go through, I think. A lot of stuff goes on in those buildings, man. A lot of things. Fucking drunk, fucking stewardess, captains. A lot of shit goes on in those buildings, man.
There's a lot of scams too with the Section 8 HUD and the Chicago Housing Authority vouchers.
Oh my God, big. But even Section 8 is illegal on the west side right now. How come everybody wants to jump on the Trump train right now?
Because they got nothing else in their lives. They had nothing in their lives, you know. And now they finally, you know, they're like, I don't know. People are still crazy.
Yeah, but what they want to go on a Trump train, like they wander around when he's hot. They want to stay around for 4 years. They want to be with him now. Until he's gone, then what they gonna do then? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at a video. Russian security services announced they've taken down three scam call centers in Moscow, defrauded people in more than 20 countries out of tens of millions of dollars.
Why do you sound like they're doing something wrong?
They were all Africans too.
From Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest scammers ever. You know, go say this to you, say that, whatever. So we need to sit down, me, you, Max, his father's money too.
Yeah, it's too bad he lost. He was, I think he got cheated.
It could be a lot of things. I gotta look at it. And I gotta see, does he have people at every precinct? If he doesn't have people at every precinct, that's how you lose. In what suburb does he live in?
Schaumburg.
Okay, if he lives in Schaumburg, he should run local race in Schaumburg. I don't want to be like bad news or something. If he wants to get bumped, people are not gonna look at that. Okay, you got this foot in the door. He should run a local race. A couple times be a trustee. Boom, boom. And then become mayor of Schaumburg.
Yeah, but you got to consider who he went up against. Like that guy, Krishna Murthy. Yeah, that guy. You do know him?
No, I seen his books. He raised $10 million. He did commercials. How come Mike Rice didn't do commercials?
Because nobody was going to pay for it. He wasn't going to pay for it.
Okay, that's one thing. And then he got to have a brand. If you got a good brand, it's like local people. You got to know other local people that are strong. Because I could look at things and say this is not good, and see how many precincts you're gonna lose. You know, I could tell. You know, his brand was one time. What did he do? He lost by 8 or 10%.
No, he it was like 200,000 days, 400,000.
So that's close. But he had an election lawyer or no?
No, he didn't appeal it, as far as I know.
He should appeal because he told me one thing. He was winning with the absentees. There was a lot of illegals. I think he might appeal it, but it might be too late. I think. I don't know.
No, Max told me they were trying to like do some statistical analysis or something, and but I don't think anything came of it.
Let me look at the books a little bit, because okay, this is how you do it. There's a scenario, okay? Okay, this person votes red or Republican all the time. You don't spend money on that guy. You already got him on the hook.